Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. How are you all? I seen that there was Alaska John was in early this morning, and Brock, welcome. Let's see who else. Cobus, good to see you. Tommy J, Gator, Black Sheep, ET. Who else am I missing? I'm having a good time. Sorry I was late. I think that's Nomad. Uh, Chris, I'm glad that you could make it. Thank you. James Morris, how are you? Did I miss anybody? Sure I did. Douglas, how are you? Thanks for coming by. Um, we'll have some fun today. Uncle Craig, how are you? No war stories, I hope. Um, it's good to see that you got the pins taken out. I did watch that video. I don't know if I commented on it. That's horrible of me. Like I said, everybody, if you're going to talk on people's channels, comment, even if it's thanks for this and like it and all that kind of stuff. It helps their channels. Why you tripping? It's somewhere here. I don't know. I took it off the internet. I'm horrible. Some of the pictures that I have, I'm trying to get back to all the background stuff that I have with pictures that I've taken, but I haven't gotten that far. Nikki, how are you? I'm glad you can make it. Always good to see Nikki here. It's like I don't know, 1 o'clock, Nick, 1:30, something like that in the UK. Thank you very much. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Nikki's channel. Try to watch her videos and stuff. She's over the 1,000 subscribers, so she's trying to bang out getting the 4,000 hours. So anytime you guys can watch, it'd be a big help for anybody. I know that some other people are. Mitch is over 1,000. And like I said, I think it's the live streams. I had told Nikki that before. They help a lot, I think, because I was over. Either that or I was really slow at getting the 1,000 subscribers, which could be. But I had over 4,000 hours before I had the 1,000 subscribers, which I'm kind of attributing to the live streams, because I kind of at that point contributed more during the doing the live streams than the actual videos. Although that I got to start doing. People actually want to see them, so it's just hard for me to think. Does somebody really want? Like yesterday, we went to her sister cousin moved to Ubon for 4 months. We went there. I think I had mentioned it before, to help her look for an apartment. The last time we went to Ubon for Grandma and Grandpa's, where we changed them over, and I forget the name of the damn thing. Yeti, I want to say, but I know that's not it. Brock will remember, my mind's shot. Anyway, we helped her move yesterday. We took the truck, not the new electric hot rod, and took stuff there. We left here like noonish, and we got back about 8:30. We stayed a little while. They wanted to eat, so they went out and ate, and I kind of hung out in their new apartment. So I mean, I could have videoed that stuff, but in my mind just doesn't work like I said before, like Chuck and James and Joe. You know, everything. He could go, like I said before, go to the truck to get a pack of gum, and he could make a video out of that. And I should think differently whenever I'm doing this. Does somebody really give a crud whether, about me going and the wife going to Ubon, and actually my mother-in-law came. But I guess actually some people do. They want to see the everyday stuff, like the other guys that are out there doing, because they're more interested in me, I guess, as a person and what I do. And so I'm going to try to incorporate some of that stuff. And you guys can chime in and go, no, no, Dave, we don't want to see shit. Please don't do it. But I will try to. I will try to do more videos. I still haven't done. I think I promised. I think I promised Bobby time to get going that I was going to get out, and somebody I did, and do a scooter drive around Surin. And I think Bobby just kind of wants to see what's going on, because they're coming here. This is where his wife's family is, and they're going to either build or live or whatever, maybe 15, 20 minutes from me on the way up to the Elephant Village, I believe. And that might be the way I go on the scooter, and because I haven't been up that way and recorded anything. Hey, Carl, glad you could make it. Did I miss anybody? John, how are you? A beautiful day in Bangkok. It's always a beautiful day in Thailand, isn't it? As long as it's not raining. I don't know, even if it's raining, I have a good time. It's now we're starting to get a little bit more rain. I know that where Uncle Craig is, they're getting hammered pretty consistently. So, I think that was. I can't remember. Did I miss any questions while I was rambling? I had really good watch hours lately. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, let's bump Nikki up over that, man. It'd be exciting to see her get monetized and have some fun, and maybe make herself a little bit of scratch for the heck of it. You never know, Nikki. Nikki might become huge like Mark Wiens or something, and you'll be able to come here and live in Thailand and still do your YouTube channel. It's just fun to get to that. To me, like, it's never been about anything, But I have nothing against people that do this to try to make extra income. I think it's great. I would never, put anybody down or say anything bad about it. Hell, why not? But it was that hump. It was that 1,000 was a big deal to me. 100 was, but 1,000 was a big deal. Once I met that, I really didn't care anymore after that. And then the hours too, to get monetized, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I think now they show commercials on your videos, whether you're monetized or not anymore. They just do whatever they want. I think. I don't know for sure. Again, check with Google and YouTube. But it's kind of cool getting over those humps, man. I mean, it is, and you get to meet great people. In Nikki's case, I should probably do. I really would like to get more subscribers, just more people to meet. Not for pretty much anything else. But and I've been kind of stagnated. But I guess that happens. It goes up and down. But they'll come if they come. If they don't, they don't. Like I said, if it got too fast, I don't know what I would do anyway. I can't. When we get 30, 40 people in here, I have a hard time keeping up with the chat, because I ramble like I am now, and I don't look at what's going on. Have over 600 now. Wow, which I never thought. Yeah, I don't know. When I was doing it, I was kind of watching it because I didn't have 1,000, so I was watching both that and the hours, and it kind of creeps by real slowly, and then all of a sudden you're there. So. And let's see, Chris says, Dave, you would be surprised at how many people will watch just your daily life if they can relate. Yeah, and that's what I kind of hear too, Chris. I mean, I don't, I like watching Chuck's videos and James's videos and Joe's videos and travel vloggers, because I like them, and I've met them, and I like them personally. But I do like to see what they're doing in their everyday life. And Chuck's been pretty open with that from the very beginning, this is just what's happening with me. You know, don't take it that I'm telling you to do anything and do it this way or that way. This is just the way that I'm doing it, and that me and Paige are going through our life. And I think that's what people like, you know. But I look at it different when I look at me and I look at Chuck. Chuck is interesting to me. Me, I'm like, I'm here in Surin. I don't travel as much as I would like to. But I think you're right, and I do have to do videos, and we'll see how they are, because the hours, as far as watch hours, are way down from what they were. Hey ads, I hope I said that right. How are you? I'll put it up that way. Yeah, everybody will know what I'm talking about. Bobby's kind of got us all like intermingled. I went to Off the Hook Fishing this morning. He had a video on, and there's like a little community that Bobby's Time to Get Going is trying to put together, so everybody watches everybody else. We have our own giant community and amongst our own little community, and it's kind of cool. The ladies from the Philippines are quite entertaining. Some definite good women, and I enjoy watching it too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Black sheep. Yeah, everybody is different, and they do. And people, I guess, I was the same way with Chuck. Like, what's Chuck going to do next? And I guess there's people out there. What's Dave going to do next too? And I will try. And one of the main reasons is I'd like to get better at editing and vlogging. So we'll see. But I'd be honest, not been well. Had a few issues. Well, I hope you're doing better now, Nikki. The videos are great. It seems like you and Buddy like to get out and run around. I'm envious. I've always had on my bucket list coming to the UK, and wherever those parks and that stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely going to be one of the places that I come to visit if and when I ever make it to the UK. And Mitch, I saw you had a big old thing. I clicked on it. What happened? It went by quick. Oh, he just said good morning to everybody. I'll put that up just for the heck of it. Hey, Tommy J, I don't know if I said good morning to you. How you doing, brother? Dave, I want to see someone. Yeah, the kitchen's done. I haven't really still went out and stocked I've got most of my spices that I use, and I have to go to the macro with my wife one more time, and then I will put up some, because I promised Nikki that too, that I would go back and cook some of her recipes too, just for giggles. I almost said the S word, but I'm trying to be clean, as you know, for the kids, down the road. But I will, Douglas. I definitely will. I enjoy cooking a lot. The videos that I made were no good. I look back at them, the sausage bread and the pizza stuff that I made quite a while ago. I think I'm better at putting something together now, so I will do that. I'll be honest. Well, a few issues. Okay, well, let's see. Am I caught? I went back. Let's see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Everybody's just saying hello to everybody, which is great. Hey JJ, how you doing? Saw JJ on the fishing channel this morning. I really like that. I enjoy watching that, catching that. What is it? Off the Hook? Something. Somebody put up the link, and then that way I won't feel that stupid. What is it, Nikki done? Or when it's snowing in summer? Yeah, it. I've always wanted to go there. Believe it or not, it was mainly for cars, and I had a thing. I mean, I was a Harley man. I've been a Harley man since I was 15 and a half, 16 years old. But British motorcycles always intrigued me. Um, BSAs and just all their stuff and their cars. And like I said before, I had a Morris Minor. I wanted to go there to see all these vehicles all over the place. Here in the U.S., like Morris Minors and Minis and all that kind of stuff. And I'm talking about the old Mini Coopers, the one with the little S's, the wheels this big. They always intrigued me. I always wanted to do that, and hopefully I'll get to. I don't know. We'll see. And did I say good morning to Jake? I don't know if I did. There it is. Off the Hook Outdoors channel. Very, very, very good. If you like the cat, he, like this today, this morning, he was fishing with his family. He's got kids, and I'm guessing they're in the 7-year-old range. You know, I don't know. I don't haven't watched him enough to know his whole family, but it's fun to watch. He definitely he's definitely taken life the way it should be taken. And Chris says, haven't learned a lot from Nikki's videos. Cooking is not my strong point, but I have tried a few recipes. Yeah, and some of the stuff she has is like right up my alley. I like shepherd's pie and any kind of stew or chili or anything like that because it isn't the greatest thing for me as far as trying to drop 20 kilos. But when the place that I had, we had sort of a winter, you know, not to like the East Coast or anything, you know, it would get down to freezing, you know, below around 30, 28s, you know, stuff like that. Sometimes it would drop down into the teens, but not very rarely. But I had an awesome wood stove, and I always had cords of wood, oak, backed up. That was our main heating, and it was just nothing better than snow on the ground or cold as heck, and a good hearty beef stew or chili. Chili was awesome too, with maybe saltines or something like that. A little cheese, and it was just good, wholesome, you know, food. There, an MG, yeah. Going to the parking lot, 8 arms. Yeah, yeah. You know, I had the last MG I had, believe it or not, was recently. It was the God, which one was it? It was the cheaper one. It was in New York when I was helping my buddy. One came up and I said, hell, maybe I'll buy this and work on it a little bit and drive it around. And I did, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, not like Upper Michigan. Not cool. Nikki's gonna do a lasagna. You know, that was the thing that, you know, what kind of turned me off to lasagna, although I still enjoy it, is when we were younger. Like I said, our family was Italian, was a lot closer, and they've kind of, mainly because there was my mom and my two uncles. My one uncle had 7 kids, and my other uncle had 3, and then the 7 kid. I mean, they've got their own families now, you know. So everybody is kind of split up. But back then, we would go to my aunt's, who was my favorite. She was one that had the Alzheimer's that I just loved dearly. I thought she was my mother. I grew up over there with the 7 kids, and every Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever it was, we had the norms, but always a big giant, big giant pan of lasagna. That was in front of the turkey and in front of everything else. It was always the big pan of lasagna and the Italian influence. Christmas, forget about it. You know, the Christmas Eve dinners and stuff were awesome. Um, Stop talking about midgets. Yeah, Jake's on the shorter side. Question, Cobus. Hey, Cobus. Nikki Dunn, all UK-based folks in here. When was the last time you saw? Uh, what is it on the shelves? Something on the shelves. Sorry, my glasses are crud. Wife was in the UK recently and said that it wasn't easy to find. I'm sure Nikki can answer, or whoever else is here. I think Nikki's the only one that braves the 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. There aren't too many people that are that devoted to watching this channel. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll let him answer that one too. I know he said it that the doctor wanted him to keep the bandage off. Hey Raymond, how are you? Nikki, have not seen that for years. I was thinking about it. I used to love that. So there you got some answer. Hey Chris, how you doing? Tropical drink in a can. Um, mm, Cole was saying, how do I get in touch with you? Let's catch up for a few. Yeah, I think there's a way. See, ET has he's moderator, so should be able to put something in there, some kind of link if he wants. Otherwise, he has a channel. If you go to his channel, I'm sure he's got a link to uh, some kind of email address. I'm guessing he'll answer. I'm sure. Um, let's see. So I'm hoping to get to the cooking thing. I don't know if everybody's going to be interested in it, but I'll probably do them as a short, uh, the first couple, and we'll see how they go. I still definitely would like to do the. I'd like to get your guys' input on that motor camping, maybe some kind of a catch and cook type deal. Are you guys into that? Or I'm into that big time. I enjoy watching some people out of Australia and the U.S. Not only just motor, by themselves, out in the middle of nowhere. I would. I don't know if I'd do that here, but I would definitely find a campground. And like I said, I have to do it certain times of the year, so I'm gonna have to wait. I'm guessing until November, but in November, I think I'm going to do at least one, and then then I can get everybody's input on that. But when I watch them, it's interesting to see the camping and the setting up and that kind of stuff. But I always enjoy the people that really cook, that don't pull out a can of chili and open it up and heat it up and call that a meal. I want to make something and dice up onions and mushrooms and make something. So. What is Carl saying here? I've been cooking in family restaurants. Yeah, you sound like me. Have been cooking ever since. American, Indian, Mexican, Thai, and many others. I do too. My aunts and uncles. When my two uncles came here, they opened up Paisano's Pizza on Hollywood Boulevard. I think I want to say before I was born, so 1954 or something like that. And then my uncle. The one with my aunt with the 7 kids, he kept restaurants throughout the years, and that's where I worked. That was pretty much my first job. My mom was a waitress, and I was the cook at 15 or whatever it was, and I did that for a few years. But I didn't really enjoy short order cooking too much, where I was under pressure. I wanted to cook on my time and cook something decent. And not that the food I was cooking, it was comfort food, all the, hamburgers and meatloaf and, that type stuff, French dips. And no, it was okay. I just didn't like I don't know, I guess it was the pressure. I don't know. And what is Chris saying? Absolutely, Dave. Maybe one day a live cook-off. Yeah, you bet. I'd love to do that. I told Nikki, I noticed Nikki's getting a little more, she's like me. I think when I was on there, I didn't want to see any of this. But if you did do a live stream, you can always do this and put up whatever picture you'd like, and no one would complain. And I did notice in the last one, it was a walk and talk type thing, right? I didn't get to see all of it. I apologize. It's hard, when my wife's dragging me one direction, I usually go. Excuse me, but she's getting there. I don't know. It was not easy for me. To look and see myself there, I didn't dig it. Now it doesn't bother me at all. I'm still the same person, and I'd rather it not be there, but it is, and I've gotten used to it. And I think Nikki will too. And then, because when that was the advice that Joe gave me, is just hold the camera out there and start talking and talk more about what's going on, and then eventually turn it around, say hello, and then go back to the deal, and slowly but surely. And he was right. Slowly but surely I got used to it, but it's a little intimidating. I mean, when you think about it, even, that you only have 100 people or whatever, or like my videos or my lives, it gets like 200 to 300 views or something. I get more on videos when I do videos, but that's a lot of people when you're thinking, are kind of staring at you. I'm not used to doing that. And like I said in the past, when I became friendly with somebody, I could talk like I'm talking now, and you can't shut me up. So I'm guessing I feel comfortable and feel that the people that are on this channel are friends, because I feel totally at ease. And I'm hoping that Nikki gets to that, because I think she's going to be. I don't even think. she's going to be really good at her videos, and she's going to do what she wants to do with it. It'll get there. Trust me. Dave, can you do a cannabis butter video? Yeah, there you go. I could do that if Uncle Craig wants to do that. We used to do. That was the one point. Well, you always heard throughout the years that you could never die from an overdose of marijuana, whatever you want to call it, THC, whatever the case may be. And there's never been a case recorded. No one's ever said anything. And one day, this poor dog, and I love this dog. It was a pit bull. It was one of friends of mine, a younger guy that was learning how to grow, and he liked making all the other crud out of the cuttings and all that kind of the trimmings and stuff. And he made butter and whatever, and he made a big giant, had to be a 2-gallon bag of cookies, like chocolate chip cookies, just stuffed to the brim. And he left the thing, and everybody, I guess, went out of the room, and the dog was there. The dog ate the whole freaking bag and was like this and bouncing off the walls, and he was holding him because he was scared. She was a absolute sweetheart, and she was probably 85 pounds, maybe. She was a big pit, and and we all sat with her and pet her, make sure she had water, and didn't know really what to do, except you really not much you could do. But the next day she was fine, out running around and whatever. So that was the thing that like I've told you guys before. Out of the 10 friends and family that I've known, or more than that, that have passed away now, it keeps on going up as the older I get. 90% of them were alcoholics, and died young, 50 years old, 56 years old, 54 years old, stuff like that. If they had, the one in particular that I'm talking about is the friend that I was with the air conditioning business with, started with him, his business, but we opened up the thing together when we were 19, 18, 19 years old, and if he would have just been eating edibles and got away from the alcohol, he'd be alive today. Not a doubt. Doctors told him if you stop drinking, you'll be fine. He just couldn't do it. But so I guess that's why I'm an advocate of marijuana. I think not smoking, the worst way you could do it. Of course, it was the only way when I was a kid that we even knew about how to get it into your system. I mean, we weren't very, and I'm talking when I was in like 6th grade. But I think they haven't even, not the tip of the iceberg on that plant, on what it can and what it has the powers to do. So we talked about that the other day. Let's see what Chris is saying. The old saying goes, 3 drunks will start a fight, and 3 on yak start a band. Exactly. It definitely, Chris. You hit that one right on the head. It was, but he had, it might not even have been chocolate chips. It was some kind of a cookie. Could have been peanut butter cookies for all I could remember, and you're probably right, because chocolate is toxic to him. So, and I don't think come to think of it, it was probably some other cookie. Might even have been oatmeal, something like that. Anyway, I think that, I know that chocolate can kill him, right? But let's see. But yeah, it was just amazing to see that dog could barely walk, and next day was totally fine. I love cooking for friends and family, the best thing. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. And that's what I enjoy doing the most, is cooking for just that. So no pressure on me, no nothing. I can put out good food that I'm happy with, The same day I took my first hit, I immediately went out and bought. Yeah, I was that way, man, and all of a sudden, I'll tell you the story. We were in a bomb shelter. We found a bomb shelter in the San Fernando Valley in an empty field, and it was probably maybe 15 feet long, maybe only 6 feet wide, and it had 5 or 6 stairs coming down or whatever. It wasn't really, really deep. And it was during the time of the Cold War. All that stuff was going on. And somebody had abandoned it. And we went in there, and me and one friend rolled uh, joints and sat in that deal. And he was sitting right next to me. And you could not see anything in there. The smoke was so thick until it got right here in front of you. And then okay, I got it. And go at it. We smoked a whole ounce of some fairly decent smoke for back in the day. Because the weed back in the day and the weed today is just like day and night. And after that, I crawled across the main highway on my hands and knees, and I was only like 2 blocks from my house, and somebody told me I was over 3 hours trying to get home. And the next morning, I started smoking again. Of course, I smoked every day. And I was just started paranoid. I was paranoid and paranoid. Started getting in fights with friends of friends type thing. That's when my mom brought me to the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist said, "Do you drink?" I said, "Yeah." "Do you smoke or do any drugs?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, stop one or the other and let's see what's going on." And it was the weed that was doing it, so I stopped smoking. And the story I told the other day about the cluster headaches until 20 years ago, when the friend, or she was actually family, got cancer and she got married. She wanted to get married before she passed. Again, she wanted to get married again. Great lady. And it was there, and I was getting 5, 6, 10 of them a week, and some of them would bring tears to my eyes, man. It was painful. And they were passing around. I said, what the hell? It'd been 30 years, let's see what's going on. I took like 1 or 2 hits, and it never came on. So my nephew rolled me a bunch of cigarettes with it in there, and I would take 2 or 3 puffs off it every night, and did that for 3 months. It's been 20 years and haven't had a cluster headache, and I was getting 10 a week. So you tell me what, like I said, it's really weird because I don't know all the stuff about it, but you have THC receptors in your body. And if they're there, why are they there? Why, whoever created everything or whatever you believe in, why did they put THC receptors in your body? So anyway, there's my rant on that today. Let's see what did I miss. Here, we'll stop up here with Mitch. A friend of mine has a small hobby farm on late evening. The butcher Wilbur, his price on, apparently OD'd on ice cream he was given from the factory. What is this saying? Sorry guys, I'll try to catch up here. You can read them. Hey, traveler, how you doing? I didn't even see you come in. I have lost many members of my family. Yeah, me too. Well, not so much family members as friends. And now, it's not going to get any better either. The older we get, the quicker they're going. Sad fact of life, I guess. Hey, there's Bodo. Where did I miss you? Hey, Bodo, how you doing? Everybody's saying hello. Yeah. And when I went to Costa Rica, I told everybody I met another motorcycle guy from actually a rival club, a real bad rival club, and we both decided that we left everything in the United States, and we became pretty good friends. And he bought a bar and made a bar, but he didn't want to do the restaurant. And I said, well, I'm retired, but there was a couple people that I wanted to help there. I said, I'll just get them involved, and I'll put in the initial money, and then it can pay me back, and then they can take it over. Never happened that way, but anyway, it was a Mexican. I made a Mexican restaurant because that. If you've heard me, I'm Italian, but my favorite food is by Mexican food without a doubt. Bodo saying hi. Get cracking on Bobby Street. Bring the rains to Thailand. Let's see. Oh my God! I always smell weed when walking my street. Smells good. Yeah, I don't know. I might try it again if it becomes legal here, the edible deals. But it just it's been a long time. I haven't gotten high on it since I was 18. Even when I was taking the 2 or 3 hits through the filter and it was just the trimming stuff and and in the machine and maybe 1 or 2 at the most. I never got high, but definitely got enough to into my system to stop that crap. I mean, they were nasty, man. They were really nasty. Takes a lot to get me to sing in public. A lot of alcohol. Yeah, maybe some weed, Mitch. Pancake once ate a pack of chocolate. She is still fond of Yeah, and it's kind of hard not to. Even the dogs here will give a little piece of chocolate cake or whatever we have that we're eating, and it's a sweet and it has chocolate in it. I find it hard not to give the dog a little. I know I shouldn't, but I guess if the dog got sick, I'd probably feel like a real ass. I have to hit the sack after 2 a.m. here. Hey, Nick, thank you very much. But living the wrong time. I'm gonna try doing. I'm gonna try doing a later one. I know I've said that 4 or 5, 10 times, and I tried it one time. I will try it again. Nikki, before you go off, what would be a good time? Give me a good time for people in the UK. Everybody's saying about it, Nikki. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do one like that. I think it would be fun. And there goes my coffee. So now I can have a drink. Hey, Bobby. I just said Tom's here too. I missed Tom while I was rambling. Where are you at, Tom? Anyway. Tom, Thailand digital nomad. Always good vibes. She might be going on. Yeah, that would be no. What would that be my time? Maybe Brock can tell me. 8:11 a.m. Or no, what is that? What is it? Oh, 8:11 is telling me what time it is. I never noticed that before. Is that new? You guys seeing that in the chat? Next to the name, it's given the actual time? Or am I hallucinating? Did I eat too many brownies this morning or what? I don't know. We'll figure out a time. Somebody can. You're 6 hours behind. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, so 3, 4, 5. What would be better? The UK in the morning on a weekend? I guess on a weekend it would probably be better. So if she's at 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock would be 6 hours. So from 8 o'clock here would be what? 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I could do that. Especially like today on a Sunday. Maybe I'll try today. Maybe I'll do another one at 2 o'clock. I'm retired. I can do anything I want. What are you saying no to, Craig? I didn't see what you said no to. What did somebody? Will Dave take time to see Top Gun? Is it a new Top Gun? See, I know nothing about this. I saw a video that James put out that there was a new Doctor Strange, and is this a new Top Gun? And then I guess Jurassic Park 260 or something is coming out in a couple weeks. I do. When the kids are here, we all go and we get 2 of the big recliner seats in the very back that everything comes up and you can relax, big cushiony things. So we do go, not real often though, Bodo. But I would go see it. I guess it's a new one. Yeah, the new Top Gun. I don't know, how far are you from an actual theater, Craig? Are you far away? There's the man of the 4.5 hour live streams. My hero, Bobby. Time to get going. And it is time to you to get going. November's coming up real quick. I hate pressuring him. I know the position he's in. New Top Gun, 30 odd years. Is it, who are the actors? Are they, it's not Tom Cruise, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't been watching. I don't even watch. I noticed I looked at something dawned on me about the last live stream, and I guess there was a big shooting at a school, and somebody I guess had asked me what I thought about it, and that type of thing. And I'm a big gun person. I believe that these lunatics that go out and do this kind of stuff will figure out another way to give them Kool-Aid or something to kill them. Although I think they like to watch them die, or they'll stab them with a sharp object. They're sick in the head. I don't think by taking away guns is going to do anything except give the criminals here. I know in Australia, we talked about that before, that they haven't had guns in a long time, or they do, but very minimal. But I don't know. So that's my opinion on it. Thank God I don't have to live there with those maniacs. Yes, Tom Cruise and Goose, the son, and even Val Kilmer, son of a bitch. They're older than me, aren't they? Shit. Of course, Tom Cruise looks good. Anybody looks better than me. Hey, Johnny. Morning to you. How you doing? But yeah, I'll probably go see it. Maybe we'll go see something. I think I'd probably be more in tune to see the Doctor Strange one than the Top Gun one. I have to see what's playing at the theaters. Maybe my wife would want to go. We haven't decided on anything today. Well, yesterday was a long day, but I do enjoy the. Sometimes I fall asleep quite often. I think I told you about that before. The theaters up in the hills that closed, the 1 through 6 theaters or 8 theaters, and that couldn't make it up in the little towns. There was a company that came in and bought a bunch of them, and what they did is they offered all the people there that if we get 200 people, couples or whatever, to buy this thing for, I forget what it was, $25 a month or something. It wasn't a lot. We'll open these theaters back up. And we did. And you could go for that $25. You could go in and see as many movies as you wanted, as many times as you wanted in that month. And you could pay full price for one soda in a real cup, and one giant popcorn in a real plastic bucket, and then you paid like half. So if you went there, instead of paying $5 for the soda, you'd pay like $2, and for the popcorn, instead of the same thing, you'd pay a couple bucks. So for like $4 or $5, you could go see a movie, and it was worth it. But a couple of times, my wife didn't want to go, so I'd go, and it was hot up there in the hills. It'd get up to 100, and the air conditioners worked good in there, and there wasn't many people in there, and I'd go in there, and a couple of times I'd gotten tapped on the shoulder, and lights are on, and they're cleaning up. You have to leave, sir. We're cleaning. I said, all right, see you later. So it was kind of a place to sleep. But I have a tendency to fall asleep. Yeah, R.I.P. Ray. Yeah, I know, man. He was one of my favorites, especially in that particular part in Goodfellas. I really, that's telling us something, right? I mean, how old was he? He had to be close to me, a little bit older than me, I think. I think he was a couple years older than me. If somebody knows his age, pop in and let me hear. What's Jake saying? If you are prohibited from opening a weapon, you also cannot. Yeah, I mean, I have to. I can't say, yeah, take my guns. Just ain't in me. I can't do it. Not sharing car drive-through movie. What is that? Why, Dave? Not sharing car drive-through movie stories about my car. I have a few in there when we bought it and stuff. It's an awesome vehicle. And when it gets to be any kind of problems, you guys will be the first to know. I will put up a video saying I don't like this and I don't like that. He was born December 18th, so close to me. I was born the 22nd, so 1 year younger than me, and he's 2 years older than me. Wow. See, time to get going, Bobby. Let's move it up a little bit. Let's get to Thailand. Uh, when was the last time you? A long time ago. I talked about my wife on the way home yesterday. I said I want to take the fours out today and ride around. Oh no, just take the car. It's like I'm just riding around. So not it's been a long time, too long. So I probably will. There you go. I was talking about you this morning, uh, and you probably just ended your live stream. But I told people to subscribe to your channel. You seem like a good man. Had the kids on this morning doing some fishing, and I think your sister too, right? I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I was kind of setting up for this one too. But by all means, go ahead and watch that channel if you like fishing stuff. Um, Mostly home invasion. Yeah, yeah, because you don't have any there. I don't believe the intent is to take guns just to make it at least hard to get one as a driver's license. Yeah, and in that aspect of it, yeah. As long as there's a way that I could get. See what they're trying. Do I need an AK-47? Probably not. But I want the ability to be able to have one if I wanted one. So they want to take away the way I look at it, a little chunk here, little chunk here, little chunk here, and pretty much they got the whole frickin' pie, and you've got a BB gun in your hand, and uh, you're the person that's trying to rob you has a 357. Who's going to win that fight? Uh, Definitely not the BB gun. So I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Mentioned last night about catching a movie in the theater. Asked Al when she gets last time she saw a movie in a theater. Lord of the Rings, 10 or 12 years of age. Wow, wow. And it's been that long. I said, great, been that long for me. You haven't been either, Mitch. Wow. I'm trying to think of the name of the last. No, what was the name of the last movie we went to? Oh yeah, the one that was um, not Harry Potter, but that shoot off of the Amazing Beasts of something or other. We went and saw the second one of that. There's two of those now. That was the last one we went to. The kids wanted to go see it, and it was for me here in Surin, you have to jump on pretty much anything that says English. It's not like in Bangkok or Pattaya, where they have multiple ones. They might have one movie at the Surin Theater. Now, before pre-virus, they had quite a few. Still not like Bangkok and them, but now since they've opened up slowly, maybe one, maybe one. Mommy's saying it's hard to find a drive-in theater now. Yeah, they were. You could throw stones and hit a different one in the valley when I was growing up. That was pretty much the way you went to the movies. There was a couple of little, we called them crawl-ins, the Reseda crawl-in and stuff like that. But for the most part, there was probably, I want to say 15 of them or so, or 20 of them in the San Fernando Valley. Bobby you grew up there too. I'm guessing at that amount. There might have been more, there might have been less, but there was quite a few. There was 3 within, a mile of my house. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Andy, I see snuck in here. Is Mark here? I didn't see. Ah, there he is. Hey Mark, how you doing? I was rambling. I have a tendency to miss stuff. Let's see, as Brock said, as said before, Australia doesn't have readily available firearms. No AK assault weapons. Very few handguns. We don't need them. Yeah, the problem here is that every criminal in the world, I'm not saying that I was an angel, has stockpiles of them. So it isn't even so much that, maybe one guy, one nasty bastard has a gun. They all do, and they don't just have one. So if you disarm everybody, you're not going to disarm the criminals. They're just not going to have it. No way. And Mark's saying hi to everybody. And everybody's saying hi to Mark, which is always great about this channel. It's what I enjoy the most is the I don't know. It's almost like a brotherhood from being motorcycle around that deal not being. And I talked about that in the last one too. I don't regret any of it. 90 95% of the people that I was interacting with were great stand up guys that would give their life for me, no questions asked, and that was kind of neat part about it. There were other parts about it that I didn't particularly agree with, and that's probably why I left. When my wife had mentioned, you're going down the wrong way, it was probably the first time that I took took that for it. Let's add Brock in here. Ah, nice background. I like that. That was very
Yeah,
nice.
it sort of fits the topic at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace and love to everyone. Um, and I think that was the big thing there. I think that particular one's from the Partridge Family. Let's
Yeah,
see. Oh, Thai food. I didn't see that. Have you been here before? I don't know if I've seen you. What do you guys think about the school shooting in Texas? Policemen. You know what? My problem is I can't really talk about it. I mean, any kind of shooting in a school, I'm going to condemn. But he said the police screwed up. I don't watch any news. I don't watch any news from. I'm going to change my camera here a little bit. From home or home. My home's Thailand. I watch Thailand news, but I don't understand what I'm watching. But I don't watch anything. If it's on Facebook, which I haven't watched recently, I mean, I found about Ray Liotta from Facebook or something else, or somebody else said RIP. Might even have been Mitch in one of the things sending it to me. But I don't know what the police did. I'm sure that they screwed up. I'm not a, I mean, everybody's human. I don't know how bad or what it was, but maybe I'll try to look into it and have something better to say in the next live
per-
stream.
perhaps
Adrian.
perhaps the police did foul up. Sure, they could have handled it better, but if there were mechanisms in place to stop an 18-year-old walking into a gun shop and buying a fully automatic rifle and several hundred rounds of ammunition, the problem wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but how did
And
they do that, Brock? You can't do that in the United States. You cannot go and
they,
walk in and buy a gun. You've got to go through the FBI background checks and everything else. You can't walk in and walk out with a weapon like that. I don't even
he,
think they
he,
could do it with shotguns anymore. They used to
he
do it with
apparently did it.
shotguns. Not as far as I know, any place that somebody let me know. But if that's the case, I've never heard of that, and I want to live in that state where I can go get a gun over the counter. And when I went with my
And
brother, I told you guys a little short story. Lived in a great neighborhood, $1 million plus house. A freakish chase down, police chasing some guy down Ventura Boulevard. The guy made a right on a little street, ran into a curb, got out, and they shot him dead, or maybe not the cops, somebody else. And then the cops came. So a freakish thing. My brother's wife freaked out, and my brother said I need to get guns. So when I went back, we went to the gun store. It took him, I want to say, a month to get it, and from what I understand, it's almost impossible to get ammunition without signing your deal and getting okayed. And they don't even have the stuff on the shelf. So I find that a little bit. I'd like to know where he was and if that's even possible, because as far as I know, that's not is not possible in the United States. Is it? In Oh, it was in Texas. Well, I don't know. Texas isn't really the United States. They can do pretty
yeah,
much anything you want. It says in Texas you don't need any of that. I never heard that, because I would know friends of mine that want guns. They would tell me, "Oh, we're going to Texas next week to get some weapons." They would do it. So I don't know. I'd like to. I'd like to see that. Where is Jake? Jake will Google it and find out exactly what's going on.
yeah.
Police are never going to. What's that, bro?
One of the city administrators went on and said the way to stop the shootouts at the school is to surround the school with armed police guards and
Well, you
check
know what?
everybody. weapons.
when
It shouldn't
the
have to
I,
at a primary
when I
school.
went to when the last years that I went to school, I didn't graduate high school, but I went to high school for 3 years. Why? That's where the girls were, so that's where I wanted to be. So, but into that after my first year, the second year, at least in California, or at least in our area, or whatever it was, that was the first year of closed campuses. They put up chain link completely around the school, and you had to go in and out, a couple of gates or whatever. They had people there and whatever. Did they have metal detectors? I don't remember any metal detectors. It wasn't for that reason. We didn't have that problem. The reason was they didn't want a bunch of kids leaving the school grounds until get there when school starts, leave when school's over. Don't leave for lunch, don't leave for anything. And I don't know how it is nowadays, but um, I don't think I don't think even if they outlawed everything, if somebody wanted to go and steal a gun from Brock's house and go to the local school and go inside and shoot people, they're going to do it. Unless you're going to put metal detectors on going into the school, which, hey, I wouldn't care I had to walk through a metal detector. That wouldn't offend me at all if it kept people safe. But again, somebody could just climb over a fence. What are you going to do? Put barbed wire and make it like a prison? I don't know what they could do about it. I really don't. I
Yeah,
don't know. But
the
I
fencing was due to all this insurance and liability stuff now. They had to keep the kids locked in because if little Johnny walked out the front gate,
right.
tripped over his a little crack in the footpath, Mum would sue the school for letting little Johnny out the front.
That sounds about right. Let's
So
see.
that's all. That's in Australia now too. The
And
schools are
see,
fenced to
Raymond's saying
stop that.
they do background checks in Texas. I really don't, man. I'm really if somebody could show me something saying anywhere in the United States, because you used to be able to get a shotgun, and I don't even think you can get that now. You used to be able to walk in and say, "Give me that pump right there," and you pay for it and walk out the front door with it. I think they've completely stopped that. You cannot, as far as I know, walk into any place and buy a gun and walk out that same day. As far as I know, somebody let me know if it is. Let's see what's Bruce. Hey Bruce, Sesame, how you doing? If this kid didn't have a gun, yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You're nuts in the head. Or he'd figure a way to poison them, or whatever. I mean, there's a whole bunch of ways you can kill people. It's just I think that they like that power of pulling the trigger and taking a life. I don't know. They're sick. They're sick in the head.
We don't have people trying to break into schools in Australia and stab people or baseball bat them. We just don't have that problem at all. So
It says
it's because
Daniel
gun
saying
trees.
bad people with guns only can be stopped with good people with guns. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I agree with that. Like I said, if there's places that you can go in and without a background check walk out with an AK, then there's something wrong. I'd have to even say, I don't know about that. I want to get a gun, but I think they should know everything about my background, and not that they're capable of, if I've killed 8 people and threatened people with guns and shot cops, maybe they shouldn't give me a gun, so they should know that. But as far as I know, and I'm not an authority on anything, but there's no place that I know of in the U.S. that you can do that.
The problem with the only good people with guns can stop the bad people with guns is if you see somebody in the street who's firing a gun at someone, how do you determine that he is a bad guy shooting at good guys, or is he the good guy that's taken down the bad guy? So you
Yeah,
shoot
it's
the good guy,
oh, it could
then
definitely
he
there could definitely be
shoots.
problems there. Yeah, there's no
It
doubt
happened.
about that.
I
There's
believe it
that's
happened in a cinema. Yeah,
that's
people
no.
shot each other up.
But I don't know if I'm with my two friends in a theater and we're walking out and we get kind of separated and some guy pulls a gun and puts it to my friend's head and I blow him away. I got no problem whether he was a good guy, a bad guy, a medium guy, or anything. He's dead guy now, and then you can figure out why he
Yeah.
was holding a weapon to my best friend's head.
It's
Find
unfortunately
that
that
out.
somebody else's friend has seen you shooting him
Might
and
shoot
doesn't
me.
know why, but doesn't
Right.
know why you were shooting them. So you get shot, then
Well,
he gets shot.
I think I would be. I'm a pretty semi street savvy, intelligent guy. After I pulled that trigger, and there was no other people with him, I would put my gun on the ground, and my hands in the air, and wait
Mm.
for police. But yeah, could there be other implications? Sure, there could. But more, I'm talking about self protection. Somebody comes up with me and my wife and pulls a gun on me and whatever. And maybe I just give them what they want. Even if I had a gun, I probably would. Here's my wallet. Have a good time with the money. You know, just go away before I shoot you 2 times in the back of your head. But let's see what Douglas says here. I know I'm missing guys left and right here. This is a hot subject, right? Dave, you
Yeah.
can. I walked in, bought. Okay, so Douglas is saying, I walked in, bought my Smith and Wesson, along with 200 rounds of 9 millimeters. They did a background check in 15 minutes, and I walked out with it. Really? And where was this, Douglas? And how long ago? Um, Guns are overrated. Had heaps of them, and the service never wanted to use them. Yeah, yeah. You have to clean them afterwards. Sure. I don't know. I more liked my guns for enjoyment. I built my black powder stuff. I used to like to take it out to the range and shoot them. I did like shooting my pistols on the pistol target course, and skeet and trap, and I enjoyed that stuff. Did I for protection? They were there, so I mean, and I did have an AK, and so if I needed it, but it uh, it wasn't. I don't know. Like I said, the if you want to go by what the forefathers in the United States, thought about things, are there certain stuff that should be rethought of? I mean, like that right there. If you can walk in and walk out in 15 minutes, that's utterly ridiculous. Now, there's no reason that somebody needs a gun in 15 minutes. There's no reason that somebody needs a gun in a week. Uh, I guess somebody could say, well, they did the background check and obviously it came back good. So it would have came back good a week later, and you could do the same thing with the gun. I guess you could argue that point. I don't know. It's a tough subject.
Yeah, it's one that'll
Here's
never be
Mitch.
resolved.
Yeah, probably not. I purchased a firearm while in Vegas and coming from Washington State, and they made me wait 3 days along with the background check. And like I said, so in that particular instance, you could say, the same thing that Mitch could have done with the gun that day if he was going to, if his intent was to cause bodily harm to people. He could have waited 3 days and gambled in Vegas and then killed the people. So it's, unless you're going to get rid of all the guns, which is impossible, I just don't see what you could do. I don't know what you could do. I enjoy
Mm.
shooting target. Yeah, I did too. I really loved it. And I guess you can here. I'm going to go check it out. These indoor um, shooting ranges. I'd like to shoot
There are
something.
ranges, yeah, there are ranges in Thailand.
I know when I was driving around when I did my 8 months in Phuket, I drove by 2 or 3 of the indoor ranges. What did I
I
miss?
have had,
Hey
I
John, how you
have
doing?
owned firearms, done shooting. I've trained to shoot, uh, but I don't need it. I don't need one. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't know.
need
It
for
sounds
home
like
defense use.
Australia's kind of got things under control. It does not sound like the United States does. What about the
Yeah,
UK? What can we say about the
no,
UK? Do they
UK.
have their good?
Yeah, you can buy a firearm, but it's controlled. People will have shotguns, maybe a 22.
All right.
You don't have a need for home defence. Certainly not an Armalite AR-15 fully automatic and
No,
several
and I
hundred
think you
rounds.
get, like, if you're worried about home invasion and that kind of stuff, a little pistol can do just fine. I think you need that? No. Do I kind of think that I have the right to bear arms with whatever I want to bear arms with in the United States? I don't like somebody telling me you can have this weapon but not this one, and maybe we'll let you have this one but definitely not this one. I don't like any kind of government telling me what I can and can't have. What is Raymond saying? Dave, if your life is threatened today, you might need to protect yourself today. Yeah, and even here in Thailand, I've had some instances where people have threatened, me and stuff like that, and my wife has kind of said, you don't need these people who are just insane, and you don't need to be bothered with them because I could have especially if I've never been by a Thai national. It's always been another foreigner, a couple of them, but she said I could still have a chance of getting kicked out of Thailand. Now, do I want to get kicked
Yep.
out of Thailand? No, but if somebody backs me into a corner, you can be damn sure that I'm going to retaliate. Not a doubt in my mind. I will give somebody the ultimate deal 2 times. Back off and go away. Back off and go away. And on the third time, it's my turn to show you what pain is all about. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I was talking about you this morning. Were your ears burning? How
Hey,
you
Chuck.
guys are good on all your travel vlogging, and I always say good stuff about Chuck. Chuck's a good guy. Um, JJ Drone says, Jesus Christ, will he help me? My mom thinks he will. My mom's a devout Catholic, JJ. And I want to hope that he's there, and I want to hope that he's there for my mom and my wife that passed, and for me, I guess. I was brought up Catholic, but hell, I don't know what I believe nowadays. Let's see.
Anyway,
On the
it's time
farm.
time to change the subject.
Yeah, exactly. On the farm, I just use tripwires. Yeah, there you go. You're gonna hurt yourself again. Like I said, I was gonna buy you a gasoline engine for your little boat you bought, and I said, man, this has a spinning piece of metal on it. That might not be good for
And
Uncle Craig.
flammable fuel that could probably catch fire and explode.
Although it would make awesome content. Awesome content.
Do you want to
Everybody's
come
saying
on,
hey.
Chuck?
If you want to, I'll put it up there for anybody that wants to come on. By all means, I'll put it up there. We always have fun when Chuck comes on. Let's see. There it is.
Link is up.
There you go. And so yeah, I thought about that because I was actually looking for a little, and I did find one.
You going to come and
What do
play,
you think?
Mitch?
Trolling motor, and but again, it had a spinning piece of sharp plastic on it. So again, I thought, I don't know, man. I thought it would be a kick though to send you something like that and watch you cruise around that pond. Would definitely be fun stuff. I really like his channel. If you guys haven't figured
Yeah.
that out, so if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. He's getting real close to 200 subscribers, I believe. But great content, good personality, good man. I definitely got to get out there and
Don't
meet him too.
forget
So
to click the like button, people.
and I said that 3. Let's see. What did Raymond say? What did I miss? We cannot buy fully automatic weapons without a special permit from the ATF. Okay. I pretty much come to the conclusion that here in Thailand I'm not going to be able to own firearms.
No.
Do I really want to? No, probably not really. Do I think I'm going to be in any kind of an instance to where I would have to use it and couldn't just use my hands? I don't think so. There he is. There's Mr. Chuck. How are you, Chuck?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
G'day,
good.
Chuck.
I'm doing good.
Good. You might, I'm doing
Nice
great.
haircut.
Oh wait, I
Nice
got to turn my
haircut.
sound down. Hang on.
That's all right.
You guys might not want me on your panel this morning. You guys are having an interesting conversation about guns.
I know.
No, we've stopped that.
Okay, good.
The only thing that I got one more thing to say is that I really enjoyed the trap and skeet and the stuff on a controlled environment. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed shooting my 870 trap, man. It was a kick. We had a lot of fun doing it. But I did hear that they have them here, and I'm gonna go. I guess they're just
Yes.
pistol indoor ones, and go try it
No,
out. But
they
I don't need a.
They got
I don't need a.
they
Have
got
you ever
right
felt?
shooting.
Well, Chuck and Brock have both been here for years and years and years, and me, almost 4 years now, I've never felt uncomfortable in any place that I've ever been to even worry about anybody doing anything with me, let alone violently. Um, I never
No, but
have.
anywhere in the world, you gotta watch yourself. You can't be a fool any place on
Right.
the planet. So
Well, I don't
if
drink, so I think that helps me a little bit because I think most of the guys that get in trouble are
well, not
drunk.
not everybody can't handle their liquor. If I get drunk, I get extremely. Not to say that you couldn't, but I get like really quiet
No, I
when
I
can't.
go to sleep.
when I.
I have not tried it. The only way that I would try it is if I was with 4 or 5 people that I knew personally and none of their friends or anything. At one point, maybe I would, but I got no problem. Hi, Jim. I got no problem not drinking. I have a good time. It doesn't.
Yeah.
For a long time, I thought I needed to be drunk in order to have a good time. You cannot have a good time unless you're intoxicated, and I've come to believe that's not true.
I,
I have a great time with everybody, totally sober.
I have a great time in Thailand and I drink a little at night with friends.
Yeah.
Don't go out, get roaring drunk,
And
and
I've
make an
never
issue.
seen Chuck drink. Chuck never drinks, neither do the mafias. As far as
No,
I know,
no.
I've never seen them lift a glass or have a beer. But
Seen fall for
everybody
shots,
knows
but
their
no, never drink them.
even me. I think knowing your limits is the deal. My limits too. If I have two and I
Hey,
start feeling a little
you're my go.
tipsy, I don't drink anymore. But like I said, thank God I have that. If I couldn't have a margarita when I do find a good Mexican restaurant here in Thailand, I'd go insane if I couldn't have
You
my
know,
margarita.
I'm not a gun advocate. Like I don't own guns. I know what guns do. Me
Right. You've
personally,
seen it?
but
You've seen it with
yeah,
your own
but
eyes?
but I have a lot of friends that have guns, and I know they're not like batshit crazy because they have a gun. They don't like, oh crap, I got this gun. What am I going to do with it now?
Right.
But I don't have a problem with anybody who owns guns. But I guess people think that since I'm from Texas, like we all just run around riding horses and guns and shoot up
That's
people
not true because
and all
that's what I
kinds of
was
stuff like
thinking.
that. Yeah.
Anybody Texas isn't even considered the United States, is it?
My
They're
favorite
like their
thing
own
of
country.
I get beat up on this topic a lot because they just assume that I'm
An advocate.
a gun
Yep.
advocate. But
Yeah, yeah.
but
And it
I
isn't
love
like I said.
my favorite thing is like, oh, the U.S. is the only country that has this problem. Like that's like the go-to response by most people. I guess that's what the news is pumping out, that America is the only place that has this problem. But it's easy to research and find out where most of the problem is. Mostly like South America, like Brazil, Venezuela, stuff like that. And
Yep.
Right.
you're never gonna. I mean, America's not an island where you can just keep people from. I don't know. Not to talk about it. I know you guys have already burned up the
No, but
subject, but it's just
it's
that people don't. They have their reality is from where they're from, and not realistic to America.
let's see what Uncle Craig says. Have you checked out his channel, Chuck? You got to check it out at least once. Great guy.
Okay.
You'll like his attitude. Went out last night with my wife and her 3 sisters. Drink. Hi, Paige. How are you?
She can't hear you.
Uh,
She's like, "What are you doing?" She's like,
her
"You got
three
stuff to
sisters
do. What are you on the internet for?"
drinking
Yeah, I
German
got
dark
stuff to do
beer.
too.
That was the life of the party. Yeah, if I could trust myself, I would try it, but I just can't trust myself. And according to bad rumors that went out there, I beat my wife when I get drunk. So
Thai,
I have to watch what I'm doing.
Thai Foods asked me if I heard about the school shooting. I'm like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
of course you
Yeah, but
heard
see,
about
like I said, I don't watch the news. How
it." I
I
don't
found
either.
out about it was 2 days ago. Somebody asked me a question on the live stream, and I didn't even dawn on me until after the live stream was over. Oh, that person wanted to know about some school shooting, and I'm going, shit, I don't even know what he's talking about. So I probably should watch a little
Yeah.
bit of news, I
No,
guess. What
you
do
I
don't
you
think
do
watch
for
it.
news? Do you
It's
watch
the
news,
pre-
Chuck?
I don't watch news. Period. Like
I don't
to
watch it
me,
either.
it's all just somebody's opinion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
You're right.
difficult to watch the news. But the thing about the news that it's always the same. The go-to is just, oh, let's do the impossible. Let's take away everybody's guns. Like if somebody could actually realistically think, expand their mind a little bit, that like that can't happen. Like there's
Right.
no way that could happen because most of the
Never
people I
happened.
think that have guns probably aren't registered gun owners, you know. So it'll not. But one little simple thing that we can do to try to prevent this from happening again, and I don't understand is uh, how many people actually go into airports and shoot up people? I mean, does that like rarely, almost never happens, but
Right.
somehow in schools people are just allowed to come and go. I went to school in Miami-Dade for a little while, and we had metal detectors at the door, and you know it's a pretty violent school, and
Right.
that kept a lot of the problems down.
And
But
I
I don't
think
understand.
yeah, I think that could be possibly part of the
$1,500
answer.
for a metal detector, one entrance funneled into people. You have
Yeah.
multiple people. I mean, you don't need to be bringing metal objects into school anyway. So if you
No.
do, then you're going to get checked on why. But these are simple things that I think could be done immediately. But I don't understand why we just go to the impossible.
Right.
Like that's not going
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
happen.
No.
I mean, if people want a
And
gun, they just get one from across the border. People cross the border willingly all day long in Thailand, bringing drugs and whatever they want. You know, why
sure.
not?
Yeah.
You know, if there's a market for illegal guns, that's going to flow into America as well. And
Hey,
now
Aaron.
here you are that you're not able to protect yourself in your home. You're just going to be easy pickings, you know. And I know
Yeah, I
that
think
probably
so.
sounds like that'll never happen, but it could happen.
Sure could. And
If
Daniel
I
wants to
want,
know, and I think they're coming fairly soon, Daniel. Chuck, are your friends from
Okay.
Texas with the boat coming to Thailand this year?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. They are coming in a couple of weeks, so we're actually back home for now. We just did a little run around in Rayong for a few days, and we're back in town. And they're coming for a couple weeks, and then we're going. We're going to be like gone for 2 months. My mother-in-law's freaking out. She's going to be stuck here with her with Paul
How long are
Ritz.
they going to be? How long are they going to be here for?
2
Month?
weeks. Two
2 weeks.
weeks.
Okay.
A little over 2 weeks. It's going to be fun because they've never been to Asia at all. So it'll be pretty good content. Me trying to stuff durian down there. It'll be funny.
Every time my wife sees that, the whole trip, every durian stand that we passed, which they're on the way to Ubon, there was probably 50 of them. Durian, durian, durian. I just stop and buy it so that you could be quiet so I can sleep on the way home. She loves that durian. And the
Yeah.
kids and their mom and her dad. I just can't get past the smell. I need to hold my nose and take a bite of it because it definitely doesn't smell good to me. you
I
you
think it.
said you like it.
Yeah, but I didn't like the smell at the beginning, but I know it tastes good, so it doesn't bother me that
Me, that's
much
it. I should
anymore.
probably
So
do it. I should probably do it.
yeah.
Joe, did somebody say goodbye to you, Joe? I didn't even see you come in. How are you? Um, and then, did you see that this person? Where are you? Where are you, Aaron? We're doing a live stream. I think it was it last week or the week before, Aaron? And all of a sudden, this one really weird name comes on, making crystals
Oh,
in
yes, yes,
in
yes.
something or other, right? Says, "Hey, Dave, is there a reason that you blocked me?" And I went, "Well, first off, who are you? I don't know who you are." And he put up his name, and sure enough, what we kind of figured was when you get those bots that come in and they put 10,
yeah,
12, and somebody gets in the middle of that, and let's say Brock or me or whatever blocks that, whatever, sometimes they get caught up in it. And the poor guy was, I really liked you. I liked watching. And he'd been ever since I let him out of jail. I thought about letting everybody out of jail, but there's all sorts of nasty trolls in there. But Mitch says I should let him out. So I might let him out. He wants to have fun, I think, shooting them as they come up, but which is always fun. But so Aaron, I'm glad to see that you're back. And Jam says she loves durian also. Let's see what Uncle Craig says. In the 80s in South Central, we had a metal detector and one way in, one way out, encores on campus. Yeah, life was good. They closed the campus down. Like I said, I'm 65 years old. My 10th grade year, I got pushed up into 11th. Like I said, I never graduated. But on in 11th grade, they went to closed campuses, at least in California, I believe. And well, I don't think we had any problem for years and years and years there. They, it was a lot different, I think, when if me and Chuck were going to school and Chuck pissed me off, and after school we walked outside and we, beat each other, and 9 times out of 10, back in my day at least, even after whoever took the beating went, okay, I see your point, let's be friends, and we'd go on with it. If you don't
Yeah.
have that outlet anymore, and you're a kid and you're getting bullied, and no one's doing anything, no one's sticking up for you, no one's doing nothing, I guess that's the crap that they do. I don't know. Like I said,
We live in a different world for sure.
yeah,
We can't.
yeah,
I mean, people want to say the problem is there's no parenting skills. We need to sit at home and sing kumbaya. It's just not going to happen. It's not realistic in today's world. Both parents
no,
have to work.
I agree.
A big problem is there's no consequences anymore for anybody, for criminals, for kids. Everybody just gets, oh, it's going to be okay. Maybe a timeout. There's just no consequences. If me and you were to get in a fight in school, we had two choices. We could either get suspended, call our parents, or take another beating by the gigantic coach with a paddle,
Right, exactly.
which is what we usually took. There was consequences. So, and people there and kids nowadays, they're not socializing. They don't know how to be sociable because it's just the way it is in this world, and you can't fix it. So we have to do realistic things in today's times to try to figure out ways to use technology, maybe something that can scan people to find metal or heavy objects on them, like at an airport, something like that. But we're not using our smarts and our technology. We're just using I don't know what we're using, but we're not thinking like, oh, this is, I really honestly, I think they just don't care, to be honest.
Yeah.
They don't
Well, I
give a
told you, I
crap.
told a story about my kids, and I don't know how your kids were. I was a part-time dad. I'd been divorced and had my kids on, weekends here and there and all that kind of good garbage. Anyway, my son came to live with me when he was 14. My wife said something stupid, and my son jumped on it, and he got to come live with me. So, but one day he comes to me and he said, "Dad, man, I'm really having problems." And I said, "Well, what's the deal?" And he's going, "I've got, a couple of kids in school that are, you know, they're wanting to beat the crap out of me and blah 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 blah." And I said, "Well, just square up to them and go at it. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing shame getting knocked out, and pick yourself up and take another swing. And if there's two or three of them, go at them again." And he said,
right.
"Oh, I can't do that, Dad." And I said,
Hello?
"What do you want?" He said, "There's
Is
just
it
one
me or
kid
is
in
it the
particular." He goes,
internet
he
going
goes,
wacky?
he goes. If I get, if I defend myself, I get kicked out of school. I said, "You mean you get suspended?" "No, I get kicked out of school." Right? I don't know. Was that me or Brock? You guys
I
still there?
think he's having some
Oh,
connection
okay.
issues.
So, and I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "If somebody hits me and I hit them back, I get kicked out of school, so do they."
Right.
And I said, "Well, how is that even possible?" I said, "All right, here, son. Wait till after school, go off campus. This is what we used to do. Kids will be around. They get to eat popcorn and watch a couple of kids go at it. Hopefully it's a good fight. And, oh no, they still will kick me out." I said, "What the hell gives them the right to do anything? You're off campus. You're not on school grounds. Doesn't matter." I went to the school and asked them. They said, "Oh, yeah, if we find him." I said, "What gives you the right to follow my kid off the school? If he's on your school grounds, he's under your control. If he's out of school, he's not under your control. He's under my control. And my control says beat the shit out of the guy." You know? And boy, they didn't like that at all. And my poor son. But that could be something, let's say, some kid in there that's got a little mental problems, and he's a weaker kid, and somebody's beating the crap out of him, and he doesn't retaliate, and nobody
Yeah.
wants to do anything about bullying, which I think is a big problem. And he goes and gets a 9 millimeter and shoots him and 6 of his friends, and it's done.
Yeah.
You know, he's no longer crazy. He's crazy in jail. But a lot of the stuff, like you said, I think they need to think stuff through and what they're doing with their with the schools. It just seems the only ones you hear about are the United
Well,
States.
somehow we should demand our government to do a little bit better than trying to try to figure out the impossible, you know. But realistically, I think everybody's just going to have to worry about themselves. They're going to. This is happy.
That's what I like about Paige. She's always happy.
But anyway, I think somebody wants to put their kid in private school because they don't want to deal with the politics in a public school, or people want to protect their home. I think people should have their rights to make their own decisions because you're not going to change
No.
the system.
Let's see. Yeah, even if you lose, you make. Yeah. Have I ever been beaten? Yeah, you bet. Luckily, like I said, in my life, I'm pretty good with my hands, and I can take a punch. So even if somebody hit me, a normal person might go down. I'm still on my feet. So I got lucky though. Of course, I'm 65 years old now, but I like to think I got at least one or two good ones left in me. And then Mitch is saying hi to Robert. I think I'm caught up. If you guys asking the questions and I miss them, let's see. Here's what is Raymond saying? The best thing about junior high was they didn't call home. They just and see, I was a big advocate of that. Were there cases where they were actually hurting kids? Sure. I had in ninth grade, I had a graphic arts teacher, Mr. Rob, who was a ex-drill sergeant, and he could take in print shop. He could take his finger and slam it down into those the ones where you set the type, and put a dent in the top of that table, right? And I was his TA in I had him for 3 periods in my in my ninth grade year. He liked me. He was also the F9, which was the bad kids morning class. I was in that too. So I guess 4. And he would sit there, and at the beginning of every year or whatever, or the new class he had, he would rest one of those rulers on the top of my belt, and he could break that ruler across my butt by just flipping his wrist, and he'd break it. And it was awesome when it broke. When it didn't break, it was a problem. It hurt like hell. When it broke, it just kind of put it. So I had to get swats for doing
Well,
nothing. But
that'll never happen again.
no,
our thought process is always based on our own experiences and what we know, what we can relate to.
right.
And I think and the people who comment too, they only base it on what they know. We got to step away from all that and look at today's actual problems and try to fix it as today, and not. I mean, you're never going to get corporal punishment back in school. It's just not going to happen. As
I
much
wish,
as we,
like I said,
but I
I'll
don't
tell
think
you,
it would work in today's kids. I don't think
No,
today's
probably
kid it would work. So we have to be more creative to fix this problem instead of we don't know how to fix it because we only relate to what we know, and we just screw it. It'll go
I don't know
away,
about you. I hit my son maybe twice across the butt his whole youth. My daughter, every time she did something wrong, she immediately broke into tears because she disappointed her father. She didn't need any kind of discipline.
Right.
But I'll tell you a story real quick. The one good friend of mine that died way too young, the drinker and the air conditioning, my best friend, when he was separated and I was getting divorced, he said, "Come and live at my house." And his wife, she would bring the kids over, and I'd still say hi. And Nikki was the oldest at the time. The other wasn't born. And I want to say he was probably 4 or 5 years old. And I don't know if you in particular the rest of the country, but we used to go to Dodger Stadium. Used to get those little Dodger bats, little bats about yay long, and said Dodgers on them. And my friend was in the kitchen, and Nikki comes into the den where I was, and he starts whacking the coffee table with it. So I said, Nick, stop it. And he looked me straight in the eye and pulled it back like this and whack, whack, whack. I said, Nicky, this is the last time I'm telling you, stop hitting the coffee table. Looked me straight in the eyes, whack, 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 and smack, I hit him across the butt, and you'd think that I slit his throat. It was blood curdling. I was crying. My buddy comes running in. Dave, what did you do? What did you do? I said, I asked him twice to stop. He's beating your coffee table with the bat. And I tapped him on the butt. Dave, me and my wife, we don't hit our kids. I haven't even hit them myself. I said, yeah, I know, I can tell. The little bastard's hitting the coffee table. I can tell you don't discipline your kid. And he never did. I mean, his father did the same thing. The kid hit him in the toe with a ball peen hammer, and the father slapped him across the ass, and George gave him a bunch of stuff for that. But we laughed about it later on in life. Of course, they're all old now, but it never hurt me. Were there kids that got abused by sick teachers? Sure, there are. It's going to happen.
The
But I think if
problem
you're a
is
good,
life has consequences no matter
yeah,
what. You can coddle your
I think so.
children, you can put them in a corner, you can do whatever you think is necessary. When they get out of that door, they go in the real world doesn't give a shit about
Mm,
you. There's consequences and everything. You don't
I
work, you
believe
don't
so.
eat, and,
Yeah,
and kids,
I
they don't
believe it.
have a grasp on reality because schools, parents nowadays, they don't teach their kids consequences. So, you
They
have you got
I'm back.
kids that just go off of the chain.
Right. That Douglas says he had a high school coach that drilled holes. Well, we called Doc, uh,
Yeah.
Rob, the teacher that I was telling you about. He had his regular school desk. So what is there? There's one drawer in the middle, and then like three on each side. He had 6 or 7 different paddles, and he had one
Yeah.
called the Black Widow, one called
Mm.
this, one called that. And when you were going to get a SWAT from him, you had to go pick. You couldn't see him,
Right.
and you had to pick your poison, and he would give you, and it was almost like a if you got a SWAT from Rob, you were on a pedestal up here. You know, he was respected, and if he was giving you something, you deserved it. There wasn't even a question about it. But I
But
think
it
if
made
I
it made us think, right? Like, okay,
sure,
I don't like Dave. I'm going to go attack him in a classroom.
right,
It made us think, okay, do I really want to get my ass handed to me by coach,
sure,
what's
right,
whoever? But it made us
right.
think about consequences. Nowadays,
They don't.
there's no thinking. They just do it.
They just hit the teachers. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, they have no respect for anybody. That some of the kids, I shouldn't say all, but some of the kids, they're not teaching that I seen. My kids to this day, yes sir, no sir. Somebody comes that's older to them comes in a room, they go to them immediately and say, "Hi Chuck, how you doing? You know, oh, you're having a good day. Let me get my kids up so that you can sit down." I mean, you don't see that anymore. You know, it's pretty much gone. Sadly, it's gone. Let's
I
see.
think
What's
people that are on government programs anywhere in the world, if they commit a violent crime with a gun, I think they should lose their benefits lifetime. I think that there should be some kind of repercussion for using gun violence or something like that. They shouldn't be able to sit at home and collect taxpayers' monies if
Just
their go
violence.
if their
Violence.
go-to thing is to commit
That's
crimes
probably a
to other
good. That's
people.
probably a good idea. You know, the people will bitch about it, but you knew about it before. That's like I still say about the people that are coming across the border. I think we should just
Yeah.
make them all citizens, give them all social security numbers, and let them come in by the millions. They're already here, you know.
Yeah.
But if we don't, then they come in and they'll abuse the system and then go back home. I don't. I don't know. I think there should be consequences. If you come here, you can't use our medical facilities. Well, Dave, are they going to die in the street? I don't know. Maybe. I think if I was coming across the border, I would think they're not going to help me. I could die in the street. Well, now
Can
it's
I go?
my
Can I go get
decision.
free health care in Nicaragua? I
Yeah,
can't even
yeah.
get free health care in
No.
my own country.
Yeah, I can't get it here. It
Yeah.
costs me here. You know,
More,
it
more,
just
more ice cream.
yeah,
More ice cream.
it's hard, and people say that that's not right, and I'm going, I guarantee you, 1, 2, or 3 people die, and they didn't get help. The people back in the other country that they're coming from is going to go. Uncle Bob went there to try to get help, and he was dead in the street. They aren't given away. But otherwise, California, Texas, all these bordering states to Mexico are like going bankrupt. Well, you're going bankrupt because you got 3 million people there sucking off a system that's already crap. You know. So I don't know politics and stuff. I'm
Well,
on the
guys,
wrong
I'm going to
track.
let you go. It's been fun chatting with you. I just thought I'd chime in. I'm in the process of making some bread. I'm making ribs
Cool.
and bread tonight for our
All
Sunday
right, I'll
fun
be there.
day.
What time should I be there?
Let's see, how far are you? Like 6 hours, right?
6 hours. I better leave soon.
that little car you have probably get here in about 12 hours. So yeah, I don't think you're going to make it.
I don't think I'll make it. But I'll be in touch because I still want to come and bring the in-laws, but it'll probably be 2 months from now because you're going to be gone for over a month, right? 6 weeks or something by the
Probably
time.
like couple. Well,
Couple
yeah,
months.
couple months
Okay.
before we get back to Tapanome. When we come, yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening. So we're only going to be in the U.S. for a little over a couple weeks, though.
Well, when you
So
come back, I definitely want to get maybe with the in-laws too. I still want to go on that boat dinner thing you guys all went
yeah.
on. I want to do that. All right, brother. Have a good
All
one.
right,
Thanks for
guys.
coming on. Have a
Thanks
good
for
day.
having me. All right.
All right, Chuck. Take it
See you
easy.
later, Chuck.
Bye. Take care, Ron.
Douglas is saying every 6 weeks the coach would call us together and call names of those with failing grades and bad conduct. You stand up and take a hit. You had a choice. Yeah, I like Chuck's right. They're never gonna, bring it back, but it sure would be nice if they did. For me, anyway. Like was gonna say in a couple things that he said. I think as a parent, I would know if my kid came home and said, "Hey, this Billy Bob teacher, man, he's I don't mind a swat, but this guy's pulling my pants down and hitting me on my bare ass with 2 or 3 times or whatever." I would go to the school and handle it. Now, if parents did that, there shouldn't be any. Is there abuse or was there abuse when they were doing it? Sure, there was. There's abuse in everything. Mitch says, in my school we had 2 paddles, one that the coach had administrated as needed, and the vice principal proudly displayed. Yeah, they loved their paddles, man. The Rob, he was a great man. I hear he passed away, but he was a good one. Everybody in that school respected him.
Back in my day,
Dave,
we didn't have paddles. We had cane.
cane,
Yep.
you got
With,
cane
with,
like
a,
they do in
with a piece of cane, thin wood
uh,
cane, and you got a whack across the hand or a whack across the arse, and it
in
was just
Catholic
delivered
school. The nuns
by
would take those rulers, and they would hit you right across the
the
knuckles
knuckles.
with the ruler. The nuns would do that. Let's see, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you think giving Social Security numbers to all border crossers would change? Yeah, they'd pay. They'd have to pay taxes. They wouldn't come here. They're not going to stay. They can't. If they do, they'll have to pay taxes. I think they would, Raymond. I hope they would. It's just like anything else. I mean, everybody here in the United States is from somewhere else, right? We're not all American Indians. So, for them to come in, hell, they let my ancestors in. Let them all in. Give them a Social Security number and tell them pay their taxes. And hey, God bless you if you can make some money. I guarantee you, like I said before, my son was never going to go into the middle of all the farming communities here in California, there in California, and pick fruits and vegetables in 110-degree heat. No way. They say, oh, they're taking our jobs. No, you don't want to do the job. They're not taking anything. You don't want to do the job. So if they're going to do that, they might as well at least make them pay whatever minimum wage and stuff is to everybody, and do it. But yes, I do. I hope they would. I hope that it would help. I don't know what they would do for God, what do they estimate? 5 million that are here now. I don't know how you'd get them to get Social Security numbers. I guess they could start enforcing it. They never enforce it. When I was 15, 16 years old in the kitchens, all of the wait staff, not wait staff, but the kids that would clean the tables and wash the dishes were all Mexican. They were all from Mexico, and I was a cook, and of course I was young, and I loved to mess with them and stuff. And every once in a while I would yell immigration in the back area. You never seen so many people scramble then when they seen I was laughing, they would call me a son of a bitch, and they'd go back to work. Except for one guy, he'd be sitting back there still washing his dishes, and I look at him and go, "What's up?" And he go, "I have green card." And so a lot of them did have a good sense of humor and stuff, but they bust their ass, man. All the ones I worked with, a lot of illegals, because I was a lot in construction and in restaurant business. But they never would, very rarely round them up and send them back. Very rarely. I never seen immigration come into any place that I was at, construction or restaurant, and haul away anybody and send them back to Mexico. Never. Let's see.
See you later, Jake.
Is Jake leaving?
Yeah, Jake, please.
In 2019, undocumented immigrant contributed 9.8 billion and contributed to. How do they contribute if they're undocumented? They just give it. You tell me. You're probably saying it here. And contrary to popular belief, undocumented are not eligible for. No, it isn't. But they get them. They're not eligible for it, but they get it. They according to the last time, and I could be wrong, Craig. You could be right. This is all stuff that I understand. But when the last few times when I went to the hospital, they couldn't even ask you if you had health insurance until after you were treated. They weren't allowed to ask you, do you have health insurance? So what the case would be they would come in, get treated, and go out and say, I don't have anything. And they'd say, okay, well, we're going to make you a plan to pay this back. You owe us $10 a month for the rest of your life. And just never paid. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I have nothing against undocumented. I'd like them to be documented. I'd like it to be known that Social Security number 527329090 paid $250 in taxes last year. I just think it would be a better idea. Like I said, I could be wrong, Craig. You could be right. You've been in the teaching part and a lot in that kind of stuff, and you probably know way more than I know. I only know about what I've seen and what people tell me, which could be bullshit. I don't know. I can only go off of what I see and hear. Somebody tells me something else, and I check into it, and then I will go with it. But if that's what they got from them, that's great. I don't know how would they get it. They paying taxes without a Social Security number? I don't. Maybe you can enlighten me.
Take out of their pay.
Mitch says correct. Well, what is he correct about? What I was just talking about?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. There was. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I'd like to know how they paid nine billion. What did you say it was? In 2019, 9.8, 10 billion. 10 billion to taxes. If they're illegal, how do they pay in taxes?
Right, now, isn't this a session now where we talk about Mitch's next meal?
What is Mitch having for a meal?
I don't know today. Today's Sunday. Perhaps he's going to the Wombat for fish and chips.
And what was the deal with the Wombat? They closed it for remodeling?
2
Is that
days.
what it was? Oh,
2
okay.
days they tore out half of the bar so they had more seating space at the front. 2 days
cool.
they pulled it apart, refurbished it, and had it all up and running again.
Okay, what is Douglas saying here? Oh, you can get a Social Security card, an idiot, or driver's license at any flea market. I know that you used to be able to get Social Security numbers when I was a kid under different names and stuff, but they pretty much cracked down on all that. You don't know why, too, is that people were getting Social Security numbers and then having like 10 kids and collecting from the government on all the children. And you know what? If they're getting away with it and they're doing the stuff and that's what they're doing and they're letting them, hey, I guess take the money. No one else is thinking about it. And Raymond saying that's not correct. I did promise Ryan and Steve I would stop by today. So you are going. I still didn't get to check to taste their hamburger. It looked really good. I know, was it James that had one, or James's buddy, the one that is the rapper or whatever he is, that was at the meetup. He Chris wants to know if it's a meal or colonoscopy talk time. Oh, stolen usually, not or fake. Yeah, I don't know. They don't do it too much anymore. When I was younger, they did it all the time. But now I think there's a lot more. They'll throw the key away, from what I understand. Well, are we into healthcare? I'm gonna read. This will be the last one because I want to hear what Craig said. Undocumented immigrants are issued a ITIN number since 90 to comply with tax laws, as employers must take out the text
Tax
and
tax
nine-digit
that would
number
be.
similar to Social Security. So basically, what they're giving is they're saying you cannot come into our country or we will throw you out. But since you're here, we'll give you a number and you can pay taxes and stay.
Tax file. Yeah, tax
Ridiculous.
file number.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'll tell you what, any other country in the world, come on over to Thailand, go into Laos, and try sneaking in and getting caught coming into Thailand and see what happens to you. Probably never see you again. Or go to another country and do it. Go from Laos, try to sneak into Cambodia or sneak into any place, Singapore, any place on the map. And what it adds up to is a whole hell of a lot of jail time. And like I said, I got absolutely no problem with them coming. People will say, well, it was their country anyway, and they own California. Whatever the case may be, it's not that way now. But I think that give them all numbers. I don't see any reason why that can't be done. I don't understand. If they'll give them these, whatever that number is, that ITIN number, why wouldn't they just give them a Social Security number, stamp them into a book, and say, "Welcome to America. God bless America. Have some fun." I don't know. And Bruce has to go have another ride today. Oh, cool. Let me ride. She lets you ride? Guessing she wants me out of the house. That sounds about right. Have a good day, Bruce. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see who's having a any kind of a kidney removal, gallstones, anything that anybody wants to know about. Chime in. You know what?
I
I'll
had,
put in the.
I
Let
had
me
my
put in
flu
the.
shot on Thursday.
Let me put in the. Put in the link in case anybody wants to. Thai food, got a little time. Thank you for the. Yeah, anytime. Glad you came by. Appreciate the support and stopping by. Just having a bunch of fun here. Trying anyway. Sometimes we get offbeat. Try to stay away from politics and religion, but it didn't seem to happen today. But it is a bunch of fun. Take it easy, Bruce. Rich is saying ride safely, and I still want to do that too. I'd like to get another trip going, and I'm mainly talking to whoever here. I don't know if T is still here, but Mitch and maybe James that might be lurking in the background. I'd still like to do another little one somewhere, maybe over to Koh Chang on this side of the pond, or what I call the pond, on the Pattaya, Rayong, Tarat side of the water. Do a little cruising, maybe up through the mountains in here, and then maybe over to Koh Chang for a couple of days. Anybody, let me know if they're interested in that. Stick with peace and love to everyone. Just to let you know, everyone. Oh, we have a strange guest here. There he is. He's on a day off today.
Good,
Right?
good. Is it good morning? I haven't even got my watch on. Good morning, everybody.
It's still morning, or it's probably afternoon for you.
How you doing,
Afternoon for
brother?
me. First live stream I've been able to sit down and listen to for quite some time, and it's a bit of a contentious one. You've hit a lot of subjects out of the ballpark today, haven't you?
Yeah, we did, didn't we? You know, like I said,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted everybody to kind of give me some kind of ideas in the comments after these, because I'd like to have something to start with. It seems like we always roll into something, but there's always that little, for me anyway, there's a one little point and maybe 30 minutes in or something that I start thinking, what the hell are we going to talk about? And it always comes through. But it would be nice to have, if we wanted to talk about the school, or if we wanted to talk about firearms, or if we wanted to talk about, some stuff. Sometimes I try to stay away from, but sometimes you just can't. I mean, people just want to say something, and it's okay as long as everybody has their own opinion.
Well, that's
And like
right.
Yeah, and the people here are all semi understanding. They're not going to go, "Oh, you're full of shit. I don't like you." Click.
Well, you are, but anyway.
Yeah, yeah. But
Well, as long
good
as
to see you.
everybody's polite and respectful.
Yeah,
And I mean,
definitely.
and that's the
Definitely.
beauty. This is what makes the world a great place. Is everyone can have a different view, and as long as someone else respects someone else's point of view, we'll continue to get along.
Yeah,
Joe,
exactly.
how are
Let me
you,
say.
Joe? I hope you're feeling okay. I read on the comments, but I was too slow to comment that Joe was in a car accident today, and
Oh, I did not. I did
he
not
got
hear that.
got beat up a little bit. But I think he had his grandson in the car, but the grandson walked away unscathed. So that's
Oh,
good.
good. I didn't hear that, Joe. I hope you're feeling good. Hope
Mm.
everything's all right. Tim, good morning. At my first and last Thai wedding, they started at 6:30 a.m. and it's just getting going. Yeah, that's the way they go. That's the way mine did too. But if you guys aren't subscribed to Tim's T&W, he's and you want to see the house stuff, they've got almost all of his walls up and smooth coated. So in his latest one, so check out his video. Hey, brother Mitch, how you doing?
Hey, there he is.
Oh, am I there?
Wrong
Oh, wow,
background.
I'm here. You like that?
I love the shirt. I love the shirt.
I
Look at
got
me,
that
I've got a-
for Stephen
I'm
Oi's
wearing-
wedding.
Well, I'm wearing a bloody hoodie because it's freezing here in Melbourne at the moment.
Oh, well, I could do
freezing
this
here.
at karaoke night. I could do like. I'll do the old
I've got your
collar.
lounge room up again, Mark, just to make
I
it feel comfortable.
I see that, Brock. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Anyway, I'd like to share a screen shot,
Maybe.
if I may.
Let's see what it looks like.
It's clean. It's a good one. Well, it's rough to see this, but that's Joe's Jeep.
Hang
Joe
on,
who?
Not up yet.
Your
Your
mojo.
mojo.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
whoa,
Dude, I mean, I'll
jeez.
tell you what. And who was saying a grandchild was in there?
I thought that's what
Wow,
Joe
wow.
said.
And
Well,
you hit
that's not
somebody
his,
in
the
you hit
weird.
somebody in the rear. When you hit somebody in the rear, aren't you always at fault? I think it used to be that way, didn't it?
I think he said he
Wow.
got. I think he said he
got
got T-boned.
Yeah, someone blew a red light.
Ah,
That's pretty.
Jeez,
man,
Joe.
you're lucky. How are you feeling, Joe? Where are you at? Oh, I just had him on here.
So anyway, thanks
Who's
for
this?
sharing
John.
that.
Hey, John, how you doing? Saying hi to Mr. Mitch.
I mean, good lord.
I love the. Yeah, his car seat. Yeah, no shit. Got to have that
Wow.
stuff, right? Wow. Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I've got a porn site I'd like to. No, just kidding you. Okay. So how's it? Good to see you, Mark. It's good to see you.
Thank you, my friend. And
Are you going to be
yes,
back in Thailand in 5 weeks? Is that what?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
over a month now. So how
Cool.
about that? So I've been here for nearly 2 months. So just coming up that I'll be back in a month. And then I've already been able to negotiate this because of COVID. Good things come out of bad situations, but I'm going to start working 1 week in Thailand and then 3 weeks in Australia, and then probably step it up as the project gets going. Maybe 2 weeks in Thailand, 2 weeks in Australia. So
Oh, very cool. So I'll get to get
Yeah.
over and see you for a lunch then, probably.
yeah. But
Cool.
in September, the girls are still going to come over here to Australia while there's still snow on the mountains. And
Tim,
we
all right,
wanna-
Tim.
We want
I
to go
like
and do a
that.
bit of
Gotta
skiing.
go. Take care, Tim.
Good. Yeah, they
Well,
want
I'll
to. They
see,
want
they'll
to.
play.
They want to see it or what?
Wow.
Well,
They haven't been
so
there, right?
My
12 stitches.
wife's been in the snow, but my daughter hasn't. So they want to go and make the snow angels, you know.
Hey, I like that. I like that background there.
Yeah,
Rock, that's pretty nice
He said
looking.
it to me. I might use it too. I love it too. I think it's the
Wow.
partridge family. Partridge family, I think.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, see the little partridge on there, that little white bird.
Well, it looks pretty dang cool, man.
Oh, you got it too.
Yeah,
I
yeah. It
think
goes
I
with
got
my shirt too. Look at that.
I got it. I think. Let me see. Brock sent it to me. Let me see. Is that it?
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at that.
Mark, do you have one? You want us to send you one? You feel left out? He does. Look, he's
He doesn't
crying.
have
He's
a
tearing
green
up
screen
little.
behind him, but
No, I don't have a green screen.
Joe says he got 12 stitches and his arm's in a sling. Where are the stitches at? Head?
Holy smokes,
Joe?
he's pulling up.
The best I can do is go Hawks.
Go Hawks. There you go.
Did you get some video? See,
You're
now
right,
if I
Randy,
crash
it
like
would be.
that, we never did, Mitch. That brings that up. We never did talk about after the show your camera for the front of your front and rear
Oh yeah,
of
we
your.
do. We totally. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
have to-
I would like to do something like that, like yours. You
I
know?
still have all that information. I can send you to for the one. I think it
I
was.
could probably play the tambourine, I think, Aaron, but it may be
I,
out of
I played the I played the
timing,
flute
may be
pretty
off. But
well.
Give you a flashback. Yeah,
yeah,
me
let's
too.
talk about that.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Because I haven't been watching any YouTube. I've just been flat chatting, too busy over night time writing reports and stuff. But at the Wombat Mitch, did Stephen Oy take over the bar next door, and is that part of the renovations, or they just renovated in their part of it?
Next door is in the works.
Okay,
Yeah, still in the works.
right.
But like Brock said earlier, they took out 3 meters of that. When you're
Front
sitting
bar.
at the bar, facing the bar, to your left, they took out 3 meters of that, which really opened that up. So it wasn't like a bottleneck right there when you walk in.
Yeah,
And then it's like he said, it took 3 seats away from that area, but added 16 because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were able to pull more up. So I have yet to see it, and I promised them last night during a live stream that I would see them sometime
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, he knows
that-
you're a liar.
That,
He knows
that'll
you
be
lie.
good, because that was a little bit,
He knows I'm lying.
because the bar was a little bit of a pain in the ass, where you could sit, if you was 2 of yous, it was fine, because you had those little tables on the right hand side that you could face each other. And
Yep.
if you were by yourself and you sat at the bar, that was fine. But if you had 3 or 4 people, like what we always have done when there's been a bit of a group of us go there, it'd be nice to sit around a little bit of a table and have your few beers and your bowl of chips and whatever you're going to have. So if that's what he's done with his renos, that'll be good. And Collingwood is not going to beat the Hawks at all, Chris. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what wacky tobacco that you've been snorting, but that
As
ain't
an
gonna
honor,
happen.
as an honorary Australian, I feel bad for not knowing either of these teams.
Well, Mitch, you follow the
I know
Hawks,
neither
mate.
too.
You follow
I
the
know
Well,
Hawks.
see, when I hear the Hawks, I think about the Seahawks.
It's
From-
it's all right, Mitch. I got no idea what's going on there either.
Yeah.
It's Australian
Age
Age of
rules.
Aquarius. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think it was
Woohoo.
was it
Flower
Johnny
power,
that.
baby.
What was the name of that channel that Johnny Siam was associated with? That's
Global?
no longer around. With Stephen Clark, I think his name
Talk
was.
back Thailand.
Talkback Thailand. They used to do a thing about picking the teams and doing all that, and I just sitting there and going, God, I got to be the only American that's watching this shit, because I have no idea what the hell they're talking about, who this team is, who that team is. But it was always fun to watch. Mark used to go on that a lot. Every time I'd go on, I'd see you there, pretty much, if not on the panel.
I used to
definitely on the
a lot
channel.
back in the early days.
Yeah, but I haven't watched anything.
I don't.
too
I
much.
just,
I
I
never
just
take
don't
it
get
in
a
me.
chance. I don't get a chance to do YouTube during the week. I really don't. And this weekend's the first weekend, because I've moved into my luxurious 1-bedroom apartment. I haven't got internet, so I'm hotspotting off my 5G phone. Things have changed in Australia. You don't need internet anymore. You just need a decent data plan and have 5G. So
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I've said it before. It's not real easy. Not that I'm this gigantic YouTuber. I got like 1,600 subs, which is plenty. Trust me. But to answer the comments and to watch videos of everybody that is watching you and is trying to support you and going around, it's damn near impossible now. I mean, I try my best, and I know I've missed. In fact, I want to apologize now. Anybody, if I missed your comment, it's because I don't know how to get back and find out which ones are which. I'm trying to figure out how to get back to see only the ones that I didn't answer. But I try to answer them all. At least now with a little heart and that I at least saw it and read it. But it's not as easy as you would think. Because when I would like I said before,
Today.
when I would, leave a message for Chuck or something, go, why didn't the guy answer me? It's like, well, he got 600 comments and, he's putting out 5-6 videos a week. And it just does, you don't think. And let me tell you, it's a lot harder to try to keep up on everything than you would think. But anyway, there's my ramble on that.
No worries, Joe. I'm glad you're
Joe, good to go. Good to go.
yeah,
They gave him one.
Good drugs.
They gave good drugs.
good drugs.
And see the rainbows, peace and love. Except Mark. Mark has it there. Something's the matter with your one eye, Joe. Everybody has the peace and love thing, including Mark. So if you're seeing something other than that, you need to go back to the doctor and tell him you need stronger drugs.
Yeah. Dose yourself up until you got some peace and love for me, Joe.
And John's saying I'm an Aussie.
An Aussie.
I tell you what, I want to say it doesn't show it in the analytic things. I think it says the most people I think are U.S. and Thailand, but I would swear that at least on the panel, it's way over 50% is Australian. I mean, just look at right there. There you got Chris, and now John here. Where's John? And Mark on the panel. Who else is here? That's
Can I share something with the group? Can I share something?
Sure.
Please.
Sure.
Do you know what I've found since being back in this country? There's lots of bloody Australians here.
Are there?
And Christ, are they annoying.
Yeah, they are. I have to
Well,
admit to that because that's all I see. In fact, but you know what? Like I said before, they love to rib people. If you can't take a good ribbing, then you're not going to survive against any Aussie. But I'll tell you what, boy, you can have some massive fun if you want to get on the, get in a bar and have a few drinks. I can't think of anybody else you could have more fun than a bar full of Aussies. You might get in a fight, but they might pick you up and buy you a beer too. So it's not a horrible thing. I asked for peace and love from my pharmacist. He gave me Valium. Joe, or is that Uncle Craig?
TGIF, isn't it Sunday here?
I think it is.
Yeah, definitely Sunday.
Maybe I missed a joke. Those are some good
Joe
drugs.
only slapping one patch at a time.
Yeah, plenty of. I don't know how many Aussies are in Bali at the moment, John. But
What are you saying? I never knew Bali because
A lot of them are going from Perth
to where, to Bali?
to Bali, yeah.
No.
been once was enough for me.
I've been
My
twice.
wife liked
Yeah,
it. She wants to go
one.
back again. I've never been. She's been once. She liked it. She liked Bali. Oh, let's see. Damn it! It is Saturday.
I sent you the background, Mark. It'll be on your line.
Online. I'll have to transfer line. Yeah, but I need a green screen.
Yeah.
Screen.
So when you paint your wall green,
Yeah,
They won't mind. They won't mind.
They'll just charge you.
And Typhoon says, "I'm in San Antonio, Texas." Where's Johnny or Tommy J? Tommy J's a Texan.
Yeah.
Chuck was on earlier. I guess he's sort of a Texan. He did a Florida too a lot. He spent time, I think. I think he's
you could
mainly
be right,
Texas.
Chris.
What did Chris say? Travel, doesn't everyone want to leave her?
But aren't you coming? Aren't you coming? Aren't you going to Thailand in November?
Austin.
Did I see that during
There
the
we
week? Rob?
Yes. 1st of November, we should be landing in Thailand.
How long?
Did they?
3
You have a
months.
flight from there straight to Thailand, or no, bro?
Yeah,
Straight out of where you're at?
We're hoping for Thai Airways to start flying again shortly,
Cool.
and then
I
we'll
know
be
that
able
was
to-
part of the deal. It was going to cost you a couple $1,000 extra.
Oh, if we could go to
Magnolia,
Singapore.
Texas.
We can
Although
fly
that was
Singapore
before the
Airlines, but
COVID.
we
Livingston.
don't want to do a couple
Right on.
hours stopover in Singapore.
Yeah.
A lot of people from Texas.
Thai are flying regularly out of Melbourne, but I did get a message. I asked them if they're going to fly the afternoon flight out of Melbourne, which is really good, but they said not anytime soon. So my flights are leaving Melbourne at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is not bad. I get to Thailand like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Thailand time. So
It's not too bad.
And you're flying business class anyway, aren't you? You can sleep all the way.
Love Perth. I still got to get to Australia. There's Tommy J.
What's the worst part about Thailand? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, there goes line now. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Or it could have been the missus waking up. She had a big night last night.
Got a lot of people from Texas, huh? Wow.
Yeah, John, but I'm only here for 2 years, mate, and I've got the ability to travel back to Thailand for a week every month. Oh,
That's
hang on
awesome.
a second.
Avon
Sounds like my
calling.
wife's phone. It sounds like my wife's phone.
No. I'll call her back. I haven't caught up with my bros for a long time.
Yeah.
Douglas, we should get together. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad a lot of people are finally going to make it here. Well, Brock's been coming way longer than I've been around, but well, how long you staying? What did you say? Like 4 months, Brock, or 3 months?
3 months.
3
We're going to
months.
stay.
Cool. And he's kind of got it tough. In case you don't know, Brock, they have children and grandchildren here or there in the U.S. or in Australia, the U.S.
That's funny, Douglas.
Let's see. But people are getting closer. I know Jam. I think she's pretty much done here in another week or less than a week. She's done, and they're leaving July 4th. She's sleeping now on the East Coast. And I think they're coming July 4th. So that'll be awesome. So I'm going to have to come that way, I think. And then September, I think I'm going to try to go to the U.S. and get the crap I need to get done.
There you go. I'll just put that there like that, will I?
That works.
There you go. There you go. Mitch, I got the same. Oh, you guys all have the same.
There you go.
Let me change mine.
Oh, hang on a sec. I think Mitch and I must be in the same place. Oh,
That's right, we are.
I am too. We're all just. It's a condo. It's a condo building.
Soon
Yeah,
as I
Dave and
get
I
to-
are.
As soon as I get there, you bugs bugger off and leave me back at peace and love.
Let's see. I'm over in Thailand for.
I did shower.
Grimes
Over
County.
Thailand
I'm
for
looking that up.
percentage
I actually I haven't
list.
heard of that.
I'm imagining that's for 4 months, right? Like the letter,
No.
the letter 4.
I
The
just
letter
looked.
four.
Okay, so-
he's here for half months.
Northwest of Houston. Okay.
Huh? For 5?
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Nong song sam si ha.
Okay, 5.
Wow, you can.
Oh, let's see. What am I missing? Here's the.
Impressed you, didn't I?
Big time.
Yeah. Mitch speaks and writes and everything Thailand fluently. Thai. He's
Yeah,
Mitch,
sure.
Mitch
Pretty much
knows
a
enough. Mitch knows
he's
enough.
pretty much a Thai
to
man. From
converse
what I
with the
understand,
lady.
and no one knows this, Mitch is going to become a Thai citizen within the next year and a half. So say congratulations to him. He's got the fluent Thai down. He's got all the stuff that he needs, paperwork. He's very, very high regard with the Thai people, the Thai government, the Thai military. They all love Mitch, and they wrote letters for him and everything. He will be a Thai citizen. Mark my word.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby,
Hey, Bobby. There he is. He needed to rest after that 4.5 hour live stream the other day. He needed.
Boy, I tell you, I did that.
Thanks, Brock. Got your message.
Hey, Bobby.
I didn't
That
get
was a
the
good
wrong-
one. I
You
did
got the
go to
wrong
sleep.
background, Bobby.
I didn't get it.
Somebody-
Nobody sent it to me.
The see, I'm getting when you come in, I'm getting an echo, and I don't know why. Because it wasn't there all before, and now I'm not getting it. Now it's gone. Hello.
I didn't do
Hello.
anything. I don't know
I'm
why.
here. I'm typing a message to somebody.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's gone now. Whatever happened, it's gone. But I fell asleep, and then woke up for like the last hour of the, or I caught about an hour of the singing. The women, I said it earlier, the ads was on. They're funny as hell. They're amazing. They're fun to
They
watch,
are.
fun to listen to.
I'll
It's a
tell you
good time.
that Chatterbox Mumsy, she about drove me crazy.
Let's see what Aaron says here. A&M is a great university depending on what you're trying to study. The ag department is great. I don't know where that goes. I missed probably some stuff, but yeah, it was a good time. I wish that I even tried. I drank 2 cups of coffee, and I still couldn't stay awake. And it's not like it was that late. You started the singing about what 2 hours in, 9 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Oh my mother! I'm gonna when you guys talk amongst each other, I'm gonna go on a little mute here.
Yeah, I've got a request in to a couple of pretty talented YouTubers to see if I can get them to come on. I'm just waiting for an answer from them.
I haven't seen the request yet, Bobby.
Yeah, just ask Brock right here, would you? So anyway, I passed some information along to a friend of mine, and hopefully we'll hear back later today.
Let's see.
Yeah, well, glad you, Joe, made it through basically in one piece from his accident.
Yeah, that was tough. He says got his arm in a sling and got 12 stitches.
Now that Dave's got us muted because he's talking to his mom. Fairly soon, I will be doing a live stream from his house with him, and he doesn't know it yet.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah.
Ooh, sneaky.
On a weekday or a weekend?
It will be a weekday.
Weekday. So after it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is 2 o'clock. After 2 p.m. Thai time.
I'll try to convince him to do that. You know how he likes his morning streams, but maybe we can adjust that. He likes his morning.
So
I'm feeling the flu coming on. I could be sick that day.
What time would that be then for you, Mark?
Sorry, what was that, Bobby?
What time would that be for you if it's 2 o'clock for them?
So I'm 3 hours in front.
So 5 for you.
Yeah,
5 p.m.
Yeah, we're Dow and I are driving up actually to see Chuck and Paige.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
I won't say the date.
No,
we're gonna stop at we're gonna take care of some stuff at my condo in Rayong, and which I wasn't supposed to say that, but anyway, gonna take care of some stuff there, and then we're gonna head up to Surin.
Oh, we won't discuss your business plans for Rayong either.
No, that's kind of something that's just kind of in the mix with some guys, some investors. So I kind of don't want to like spoil it. But yeah,
I
So
have.
We'll
if
see.
you do it that early there, that's going to be like 3 o'clock in the morning here. If
I have
you
no
do
idea
it,
what-
Probably, yeah.
because at my 5 a.m. is your 7 p.m. So your 2 is 5. Oh hell, that's midnight.
I'll trade your 2.
Maybe I'll
for
convince
a
him to
3.
do a different times, an evening one and a morning one. Dave, he likes his live streams.
Well, if you guys
Yeah.
let me know whatever time it is, I'll make sure I support it, whatever time that is.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. So anyway, so I hope everything's fine on your end, Dave. Hope your mom's doing good.
Yeah. She called me. My mother is very. She's like I said. She's not quite 100%, but she's okay. But she just realized last night. She called me on the drive home at 5 a.m. her time, saying, "I just realized that you moved into your new house and I don't have your address. What happens if I?" Blah, blah, blah. I said, "Okay, Mom, I'll get it." So she was calling to verify that I was going to send her my address. So she was doing good, and of course she asked me about my brother, and I said, I haven't quite sunk a hatchet in the back of his head yet, but I'm hoping to very soon. But I was nice to her, and she said he just moved into a new house because he sold his $1 million pad and he bought another pad in Thousand Oaks actually, and he just moved in there today. So I might try to bury the hatchet, but I have to be careful where I bury it because he's not on top on my list.
Make
right
sure
now.
you wipe the handle down too.
I'd ask Mitch to do it, and then that way I won't be involved.
So Dave,
Mick-
tell me, if I get a group of people that sing in Thai, if I get somebody that sings in Thai, would your wife do it too?
I think she would. Where is she? She's not in here. She must be out with her mom, talking to her mom.
You know,
I
it's
think I could get
different
her.
singing in the shower than it is getting in front of the mic
I
and
might.
camera.
She might have to. I might have to do it like this. But I think that she would do it, and she has an excellent voice. So you know, I enjoy. The kids all do. Like I forget the name of that sound about the some kind of a Thai song. I can't remember the name of it. My daughter sung it at the wedding, and it sounded better than what I heard on the radio. She sung it at the wedding, and she made 500 baht. A bunch of people gave her 100 baht each. Right at the end of the ceremony, everybody was drunk. Including her. She asked her mother if she could have a drink or two, and her mother
Someone
said
playing the
yes.
piano?
And she got drunk. What's that? Who's
Oh,
playing?
Yes,
I see.
no,
I just
she's
read
back
the
there on the
comments.
piano playing the piano.
Right
Could
on,
be,
Andy.
Could be.
Renovation's
Could be.
going good.
Andy Stubbs in the house.
Hey, Andy. Let's see.
Andy,
Oh,
Job to do. Do.
My wife wants
there
me
you
to
go.
learn some Thai songs. Yeah. You know, they are really good. Like I said, my wife's got a good voice. So yes, Bobby, the answer to your question is, if you can get the people to do it, and I can stay awake. So I would prefer, if you're going to do it early in the show, the first part of the second 2 hours. Yeah, I could probably get her to do it. I'd like to hear her sing, but like I said, she might not. I
Couple
don't know if she likes
questions.
to see herself.
I was
What's
writing
that?
some stuff and I missed a couple of things. So, a couple questions for you, Dave.
Okay.
If you were to do a live stream and you wanted like the guys in the U.S. to catch it, what would be a good time so they're not in the middle of the night?
Probably about 6 o'clock a.m. 5:30, because let's see, what time is it? The East Coast is 3 hours. So what time is it when I start when we started
Well,
at
what time do you
7:30?
guys have right now? Because right here on the West Coast, it's 10 minutes to 8 p.m.
Okay, at 7:30 when I start my show. What time is it at your place? We start
5:30.
this- What time?
5:30 p.m. on the West Coast.
Right.
5:30. So 6:30, 7:30,
Okay.
8:30. So I would say that if I started it maybe an hour earlier, I'd probably pick up more people on the East Coast. So maybe started it at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd probably catch more people because I know like Jake has already left. Jam is in Florida. A lot of people it's getting up there, because you said it's 8 o'clock there now, Bobby.
Yeah, Joe's only still here because he's got some good stuff.
It's keeping them awake.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, it's almost
Okay.
8 o'clock
So
here.
also, same thing for the guys in Australia right now. What would be a good time?
Well, the Australians are fairly close to our time, right, Brock?
Yeah.
What's the?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an hour in front, and Mark's a couple of hours further.
So
in
if I
front.
if
3
I
hours.
did it at 6 a.m. this time, what time would it be your time?
7.
No,
that's
7
10
a.m.
for Mark.
9
So-
here. But,
Yeah,
you know what?
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
just an idea. Just
And I think I'm going to try it, and I might
maybe
go
you have to
back
do
on
two.
today.
Maybe you have to do
Yeah,
two
I
live streams.
might go back on at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Thai time, and see if I can catch anybody in the UK, just for shits and giggles. We'll do it today.
Oh, sorry,
What's
I'm
that?
laughing at a picture Joe sent me.
No.
That's good.
Andy
So-
Stubbs says it's 12:50 p.m. in Melbourne right now.
I got
12:50 p.m. Okay, that's the middle of the day.
They're dumb.
Yeah, so that would be one. If I started one at 6 a.m., that would be early for me.
Oh,
But,
just stay up. Just don't go to bed.
But I definitely want to try one at 2 o'clock today. What would that be UK time? 2 o'clock Thai time. How far are they ahead of us?
2 p.m. today, huh? I'll be
Yeah, I
knee
think so.
deep in a project.
What would it be? What would it be in UK? Does anybody know? East Coast.
I think they're 10 hours behind. Does that sound about right?
Dave, you're 12 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours behind? Well, yeah,
8
8
hours
hours for
behind.
you.
So
Yeah.
if that would be the morning then, right? 6 in
Yeah,
the morning.
they're a
So maybe
GMT
later,
zero.
5 p.m.
Well, didn't I
5
see
p.m.
Nicky say it was pushing 2 a.m. about an hour ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured it from.
Mm.
And I figured if it was 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 hours more.
7, that'd be
Lark series.
9 a.m. then.
I think
That'd
5
be 9
p.m. would be
a.m.
better. It's 10 p.m. 10 a.m. there. It's 11 p.m. here in Florida, Joe.
Okay.
So
So
if
London,
I
London
Yeah.
right now is 4 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
okay, so let's say 4 o'clock in the morning would be where is it now? 10 o'clock our time to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I could start it earlier because it's a Sunday right there or Saturday. So I could
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning and yes, but it's supposedly a day off. So that would be 7 hours. So it's 10, 11, 12, 1,
Hey, Bobby,
2,
I sent
3,
you a message.
5
Have you seen
o'clock.
it
It's
yet?
5 o'clock. 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what I'm gonna do.
Austin in Texas.
I'm gonna try
10 o'clock.
4 p.m. just so everybody knows. 4 p.m. today. I will schedule it as soon as I end this one. I'll schedule the 4 p.m. Our time, Thai time, and we'll see what happens. If there's only 2 people there, I won't have to worry about scrolling.
Oh, wow.
through
Great question.
What's that?
John, great question. He's asking about
What?
MotoGP.
Sports.
Flipping good question.
Le Pub.
I should know that.
Le Pub's doing it.
What is it? I don't even
The
know what that is.
MotoGP?
Yeah,
What is
Le
it?
Pub. I saw Phil advertising it.
What is
Okay.
that? The Grand Prix?
The MotoGP.
What is it? Is that Formula cars or something or what?
Bikes.
Right. I'm
What's that,
pretty sure.
bikes?
I'm pretty sure
Ah.
Phil was doing it.
We were supposed to go to, you know that here in Buriram, they race those bikes. Those ones where they lay
Yeah.
down and scrape your knee. That's the same thing, right? They do that
Yeah.
right there. We had
That's
tickets.
the MotoGP.
We had the tickets to go there, and then we got caught with the very first. Of course, I was sick. The very first virus when the first wave of it came out. UK. Okay, so everybody here, 4 p.m. Thai time. So what's that? 7 hours from now, or something like that.
Yeah.
6 hours from now, and it'll be like 11 o'clock their time, a.m.
6 hours from now would be 2 a.m.
2 a.m. No, it's 4 a.m. now in
Here?
UK.
No, I'm saying here.
Oh yeah, there. Well, you're gonna have to set your alarm and get up, Bobby. So anyway, we'll
It's
try
not
it
all
and see.
about you, Bobby. It's not
You
all
know what?
about
I just want to try to, because there's a lot of people that leave comments and send emails and stuff like that watch, but they don't. They watch on the replay, and because it's really surprising that when you really think about it. Like the last one, I think we ended. It was 150 views, and now it's up to like 220. So that means that 60, 70 people watched the replay, which I think is a lot. You know, I think that's a lot. For me, it's a lot. So maybe they're people from the UK, so maybe catch some of them. Maybe they want to ask questions of me, like, you know, how come you don't blank yourself out and, you know, ask me all the good.
Anyone in Banjang
Where
that
is
wants to
Bury
go
Rum's
watch sports?
an hour from me. They have the airport. Our local Surin airport is in Bury Rum. Takes me about 50 minutes.
anyone that's
you
in
didn't buy your views, did you, Dave?
No, I haven't done that. Some people I know do, but I don't. And likes too. You never know. What were you asking, Mark?
I was going to
Mark's
say,
tired.
anyone that's in Banchang that wants to go watch sports, go and see my mate Charlie at MC Sports Bar and mention me for a 5% increase in the price of your beer.
Only 5%. He must like you if it's only 5%. Because if Mitch suggested it's 10% more, so he
Yes.
doesn't like Mitch at all.
Exactly.
That bar again was MC Sports Bar Bunchar.
Somebody will put it up.
It's I'm going to look it
Oh.
up right now.
Yeah, MC. Yeah, Charlie,
Mitch put it.
Charlie and Mon.
I still never been there. We didn't get to go there when I was there, Mitch, the pub. I got a lot of places to go when I go back. Oh, I know where. Oh, I know where.
MC Sports Bar.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Aaron. I misunderstood. There in Burn. Yeah, supposedly they do. And then inside the stadium, I think they have football, right? Or European football, not real football.
You
I
find it,
shouldn't
Nick?
say that. I just
Yeah, I
lost
see
three
their
extra-
address and stuff, but do they have a Facebook page?
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay,
send
let
it
me-
to you if you can't find it.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a go ahead and
Oh,
send
my
it to me.
niece do the motor. Oh, really? She races there, Aaron? At she races in Bury Run. Because I want to go the next time. We had the tickets, we had everything, and they closed everything down, obviously, and we didn't get to go. And I think we were going to
Thanks,
try
Brock.
to go to a football game too. So my wife likes to watch football, so I don't have any problem. I'm saying my niece races motorcycles there. Wow. I was saying, wow. Definitely let me know once they're up and running when she's going to be racing. I'd love to go watch her. No doubt, no doubt.
Oh, I love motorsports.
How do
Yeah,
I
it's fun,
find it?
and I don't think. See, I don't get to do much. You guys, when I was there was. I mean, I could have done so many more things when I was in
Right on.
Patea or John TM than I did. But here, I don't have a bunch of options. I think I told Bobby or somebody that I was gonna go out and do a motor vlog, which I will. I think it was Bobby around Sarin, and I think I might head up towards the elephant sanctuary or the elephant park. And in that case, I guess I'm gonna probably be driving in some of the territory that you drive to get
And
to your
thank you, Mark, as
to your
well.
house. So I will.
Thanks for the picture, Joe.
I just had a company that sells dash cams that's got front and back 4-channel. Contacted me to see if I'd do a unboxing and review for them.
Really?
I said, sure. Yeah, send it.
Yeah, tell him to send you one for a motorcycle. Mitch needs one.
These will work on a motorcycle. You got a windscreen on it.
Are they waterproof? Some of the
Don't
ones
know
aren't
that.
waterproof. Yeah, mine's waterproof. Yeah, but cool. That's awesome. I think it's a must here. I think it's an absolute must. If you don't have a front and rear camera on your vehicle, as a foreigner in Thailand, I think it's the worst decision you ever made in your life. My wife's Thai and she has one, so I mean it. I guess she's
I've got one
more
in
on
my
the
property.
front because I guess if you get smacked in the rear, it's not going to probably be a problem. But
It's,
I don't
it's
know.
never,
Front rear cameras,
never
they're so
good to be
cheap.
smacked in the rear.
Yeah, never.
Well,
If you look
smacking
at-
someone on the rear as an employer is not a good thing, Dave.
No, I don't know. In some cases, if you're the employer, you think it's perfectly okay. So I guess it all depends. But
All right, Joe. See you. Take care.
is Joe leaving?
Take care, Joe.
Yeah. Hope you get well
Don't forget
soon.
don't forget to take a pill before you hit the shower, and don't fall down in the shower.
Don't fall down and smack your ear either.
The I think it's a must to have, and I think it's a must to have on the bike too. And like I said, it wasn't horrible. I want to say it was. I could look it up and tell you exactly, but I think it was like $5,500 for the cameras, and they were Sony's 1080p, and they make the one that was actually suggested to me was bigger, but I liked this one because it had better cameras, same manufacturer that the one that I was suggested to get, and I changed it, and I think they charged me 800 baht to put it on the bike, and two of them worked on it all day. I think it was 500.
Wow.
And I gave them 800 all day. So I would say for 65, maybe 7,000 baht. So what would that be? 30, 60, 90, 200 and under 250 you should be able to have it all put on there, brackets, everything. Should be, and I would suggest that to anybody that is here to have it on their vehicles. Hello, people. How you doing, Maui?
Hello, people.
Maui Wowie. I like that name. But yeah,
Hello, people.
let's see. How much time? Wow, 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's almost getting to
Wow.
be one of
Goes
Bobby's
quick,
live
doesn't
streams.
it?
If we were to start singing right now, we could probably go another 2 hours. We'll have to have
I'm
Bobby
in.
rip out.
I see.
Yeah.
I see that
I'll
Chris.
turn off.
I see
Go
that
ahead.
Chris was very unsensitive to Joe. He told Joe to take the car, and we all know that Joe just had his car totaled. So I don't know what you're playing at there, Chris. Oh, they put
Queensland.
care after.
Take
Queensland.
care.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty good,
Up there.
Mark.
Well, they are the Green state now. They got more Green senators than any other senator
Yeah,
up there. I don't know what they're smoking up there.
Cool.
And I'm always-
Either way, Aaron, let me know when anybody you know is racing out there. I'd appreciate it if you gave me a heads up. I'd have my wife, because my wife could get the tickets, I think, through the government somehow. Her friends that she has is the way that she got them last time. I think through friends. But yeah, by all means, it'd be awesome to go. Back on.
Well,
Oh,
that's
wait,
a sweet
Oh,
looking.
my filter broke. Hang on.
Your filter?
Yeah.
You don't see his picture now.
I have to subscribe. Let me subscribe right now. Where is it at? I can do it on
You
my
bet. Maui.
phone. Let's go with Maui here.
I kind of like that.
Oh, I'm already subscribed. It's got 674 subscribers. How come I've got? Have you not done videos?
Yes, he
Recently?
does. You got to ring the bell. You got to ring the notification. and then you'll
looking.
get it.
I'm looking right now, and if you look, where's it at? Where's it at?
God.
No, I haven't
You're
done
doing it, Maui.
anything. If you look at that, where are you at? You can see my bell is
I like
wrong.
Oh,
my
And
standard one.
that's YouTube, man. I haven't seen any. I haven't
yeah.
been notified.
Yeah, that happens. It happens. Even today, I did not get your stream
Yeah, me
link.
too, John.
No,
If it weren't for whoever sent it in the line, I didn't know.
I did. I sent it.
Oh, okay.
I usually set it to line to be able to get on, but I think I did. I sent the one to be on the show.
Ring
Yeah,
my
or on
bell.
the thing.
Yeah, I was
Hello.
finishing up editing 2 videos, so my computer's a little bit iffy if I'm doing anything but this. So I had to wait till I was done with it.
Have you figured out what's the matter with your or what your computer's doing? Or
I started shutting more things off. One of the problems I was having is the Blue Yeti X I was using is a powered microphone, so it was drawing power, and then I had like 2 or 3 other screens open, so that was a problem.
okay.
Because I haven't had it do it to me since I quit
Take
using
care, Andy.
the
Watch your limbs.
see, Andy.
The chainsaw.
Yeah, not just the tree ones either.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
you pay
exactly.
somebody to do that, Andy? We'll take up a donation here.
Sometimes doing it is
Or
therapy
maybe
for me.
where's Uncle Craig?
Yeah,
Uncle
Mitch,
Craig,
he's
can you,
in.
can you
He
make it
can't
to
reach up
Australia and
very
operate
high.
his chainsaw? Show him how to use a chainsaw. We don't want to see him do that. I don't know. I haven't seen Craig in a while. He's probably listening. I think he likes to kick back and work around the ranch there with it on a giant karaoke speaker. I think.
Did you hear me,
across
Mitch?
the room.
No, I didn't.
think I-
What was that?
My other guest is in. He's in for it.
Right on. Right on. Then
Who's
I'll
your
see you
guest,
Friday. Oh, it's off
All
to
right.
top secret until he
No,
promotes
top
it.
secret. Okay, cool.
Let it
All
promote it
right.
on his channel. Unless you want to
You
say
have
it
to
now, it's up
use
to you. Up to you.
No, I'm fine either way. I got to make the thumbnail tomorrow, so I got to get pictures from the individuals and put them in
Well,
the
good. Let
thumbnail.
us.
Well, let's
Don't
make
make us
sure,
wait all the way, but
7
give it to us a
p.m.
little
Friday,
bit.
Thai time is time to get going. Live stream.
And I have 3 guests coming on this week. All up and comer jamming YouTubers.
Right on. Awesome.
I was just
Yeah, I'm
reading
grabbing
what,
that link. I bet you someone else will beat me to it, though.
what Brock had blocked.
I'm out of practice.
Pretty funny though.
Boom. There's time to get going. Don't forget, Friday, 7 p.m. Thai
Friday.
time.
What's today? Today is
Sunday.
what's today? Is it
Today's
Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, there's a bit of time.
29th.
No.
You don't want to miss, though. I'll tell you that. You don't want to miss.
As long as there's going to be women,
Yeah,
there. I want to hear women sing.
There's
I
gonna
want to
be.
hear Filipino women sing. That's my that's what I
Well,
like.
I think we got a shot at having Filipino women and Thai women singing
Oh,
this
cool.
time.
And then my wife will. I think I can get her to sing if we have a Thai song and she knows.
Ask her.
Well, she knows
Ask
all
her
the
right
Thai
now.
songs.
Ask her.
She's not here. She's in the kitchen somewhere. I don't know where she went. She's with her
Just
mom.
call her.
Baby, and scream out. Let me see. I got to change my. Let's see. What am I going to go with here?
Hey, Bobby, try to
I like
make sure
this
it's
one.
make sure that one confirmed is the actual two confirmed. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm working on that. It's
Is it icy?
I requested
that's
that.
my
But
style?
he hasn't answered back yet.
It's
Yeah.
probably icy. That's my style. She wants
No,
to get on Bobby's show.
She's booked. She's booked already.
She loves Mitch. She wanted to marry him, but Mitch said, "No way, I'm not marrying again.
No,
At least
Yes,
not right
the-
now."
Yeah, we're joking. We're
Okay.
joking.
The second one is confirmed, Mitch.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, tomorrow I want to see a thumbnail or something. I don't want to wait till Friday. Plus, we want to spread the word. So, unless it's somebody that some people are not going to like Mr. Mitch or something, then you're going to see a dip in people.
You're probably going
wanting
to see trolls
show.
follow me there too.
But they're good-looking
love me.
trolls. I mean, he's
I
got
bet
some
half
of the
my
best-looking
subscribers are
trolls.
people waiting for a train wreck.
He's got some of the best-looking trolls that I have ever seen.
Really?
But I don't know. They're same ones I got. same exact ones I got. One that's stuck in the Philippines. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Is he still there? Is he without mentioning his
Yeah.
name? Yeah,
I had a
cool.
friend call me up and say, "Here, I sent you a clip of where he's living now," and it's like this real crappy
So-
little hole in the wall
You go to
place. So he went from 5-star Hyatts to
Five
this place
cockroaches.
really nasty looking. I mean, I wouldn't stay there. Put it that way. I would not stay there. In the place that he
5-star to
showed.
5 cockroaches. Excellent.
But he's got to be nervous. Hey, Robert, I saw you earlier. I don't know if I didn't stop
No,
and
Rob
probably
Knapp.
say hello, but hello to you. But I got to check out Maui Wowie's. And like I said, I rang the bell was rung when I went over there, and I'm not getting notified. But that happened to me a lot when I first started watching YouTube. What I'm going to do is unsubscribe and then subscribe. So if you see a subscriber go away and come back, that'll be me. Sometimes that.
Hey,
first
Maui Howie, does your wife sing? Get her to come too.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
My
It's a
missus
good,
has got
if you guys-
my
if you don't
missus has got a
watch it-
decent voice.
Yeah, if you don't watch, if you haven't watched Bobby's live streams that are our 7 o'clock Thai time PM on Fridays, you should watch. It's a bunch of fun. And if you've got like an extra 6 hours to kill, you can.
Well,
you
the
can,
good thing about it is you can pop in and
Well, the
out.
thing is, you can pop
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and
I
pop
fall
out.
asleep. I fall asleep in and out. So my wife, she's such a good sport. I got the phone next to me, laying on the bed, probably snoring, and people are singing. God knows she doesn't know what's going on. And my phone, she won't even reach over there and shut it off or turn the volume down or nothing. My wife's a good one. I'm a lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard.
Yes,
Well, I
am.
failed my wife this morning. For some reason, neither of our alarms went off, and I never sleep past 4 in the morning. I never do. But I did today, and she got up late. She made it
slept
to
till
work on
6:30.
time, but it was late for her.
6:30 for me. That was like really. I usually wake up about 5. I don't do 4.
Now, my Filipinos start at 4 o'clock my time, some of their channels, so got to catch them early.
I try to catch as many as I can. I at least come on and say hello and hi to everyone because they're God, they're funny as hell. I mean, some of them are just they're what I like about them are the impression that I get, and I hope that my impression is a true deal. I believe that they're speaking the truth when the one says, "Hey, I don't care if they're 106 years old, or it doesn't matter to me. I want to be loved, and size
Yeah,
doesn't matter." And they're
yeah,
hilarious,
yeah. They are.
hilarious.
That's true. That's true. That's the way they are.
Yeah,
Verna
they're
just told
very
me
good.
that today again. She says, I just can't get somebody to even come for a date. I haven't been on a date.
Wow, it's
That's a
I
shame.
talked
It's
to
pretty.
I talked to the one sister that we moved yesterday. She's 39, I think. Pretty Thai lady. She works in the pharmacy. She wants to become a judge. She loves to travel. She really wants a boyfriend and a significant other and maybe a husband or whatever. But even with the farang, she's scared that she's going to get a bad farang, which I guess a lot of the foreigners have a bad rap for being semi violent, constantly drinking, being degrading to, and I've seen it, so I know it's there. But she's a little afraid of it, and she does. But she wants a younger. She wants someone to travel. She wants someone maybe 50 and under 50, around her age, maybe 42, 40.
Oh, so she's
Something like
being
that.
more particular. See, the
Yes.
Filipinos, they're not that particular.
No, she went from 55 to 65 in 2 minutes
Yeah.
on your show. So it wasn't a problem. I'd love to have them come on here sometime. I don't see them. What's her
Chris.
name? The first one. How do you pronounce her name?
Verna or
one-
Yenny? Or
the
Yad.
Jad.
Yads.
Yads. Yads.
Yeah.
She always pops on, at least says hello. How you doing? I never see the other gals, but I'd invite them on too. They're funny. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
And maybe they'd get a different group of guys because I told the one yesterday. I said they're out there. You do have to be there. There's some nasty bastards, but if you find the right one, the man's gonna love you. He's gonna take care of you. He's got a retirement. If you're willing, especially to travel, you could have an awesome life. And they know it, but she's just a little scared of getting a bad one, and we've gotten a bad rap from a lot of foreigners that are abusive. They're drunks, basically. I think is what the problem is.
Yeah, we know
And,
one of them too, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Robert Mack put it up there. Yeah, she's excited, but the other ones are. What was she? 32 and 37? Is that what they were? 32 and
Yenny
37?
was 32. Verna's 37, and Verna's 36, and Yanni is 37. And I don't think you guys have met Yanni yet physically on camera. She's been in chat, but I'm working on getting her on camera.
Cool. It's fun. If you guys haven't watched Bobby's live streams on Friday nights at 7:00 p.m. Thai time, by all means watch. It's a kick. It seems like the way that it goes is it's the first hour and a half to 2 hours is interview and talking to his guests, and the last 2.5 hours is karaoke, fun time, singing. You're more than willing, I'm sure, to come in and join the panel and sing and do whatever you want. They have a really good time. I'm just not a singer.
Actually,
I
had to
can't
leave
sing.
on Friday. The volume levels of the girls was way over the top of Bobby,
Right.
and I just couldn't listen.
Yeah. Chatterbox Mumsy is very difficult, and
If you go into
somebody
settings,
told me
Bobby,
you're going to lose subscribers with her, and I said no, I won't. They'll just forgive it.
if you go into settings and go into audio and take out automatic like I just did on mic, you can turn yours up to like that. Now, how much louder is that than
Wow, that
where
sounds
it
really
was?
good, Dave.
Yeah, and then
Commanding.
this is
Wow.
where right around 100 is where I put it back to automatic now.
Is mine soft now, or is it loud
I
now?
don't know. Let me put it back up.
Yours
Okay,
is about equal.
I'm up to the top of my deal right now. I have it off automatic. So go ahead and talk, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby,
I
what's
was just
Yanni's
wondering-
channel?
What's that?
What's Yanni's
Oh,
channel?
Yanni.
Mine's set to loud now. That should be booming.
No, yours sounds good to me. Sounds about like mine.
I mean, I want to
How
make sure
loud
I'm
is mine?
subscribed, but I want to make sure I'm looking at the right
I
one.
can't
for some
hear
reason.
Brock at all.
I'll
What?
put it up there.
I can see your
Mitch's
lips,
is a
but I
little bit
can't hear
low.
them.
Oh, sorry, mine's. Probably moved mine.
What is Chris still in here? Chris is good at saying how many dB
No, Chris
everybody
exit stayed right a little bit ago.
did he? Aaron says my buddy married a
Echo.
Philadelphian. Seems happy. Her daughter here. Is that a Filipina? Are you talking into your phone like I
Thanks,
do?
Bobby.
Aaron? I talk into him. You're clear, Aaron says. A slight
No,
echo.
you asked me to put Yanni Boholani up there, so I put hers up.
I'm going to put up. I'm going to turn my microphone back. Okay, it's back to automatic. I hear
But
a
what
little
about
echo.
Yenny? Do you want me to put Yenny up there too? If the guys want to check her out.
Yeah, go ahead. Put up, oh,
Yeah.
somebody did.
If I missed it, absolutely.
Yeah, put
Yeah.
up and these and the
Absolutely.
gals are kick. Even I've watched a couple of their live streams in there. They're funny there too. But what is it? Filipinas they speak English and a Filipina language or Filipino
Yeah,
language.
Tagalog.
Yeah, and sometimes if there are only 6 of them on their stream, they'll go into that other language and you can get lost. But it's fun to watch. But on Bobby's show, they I don't know. They almost seem like they're a little bit nervous and stuff. Maybe
I
because
know. I
there's a
don't know
potential
what the
man.
deal is too, because they do it every day. They're on a live stream every day, and they get on mine. They just all come on.
Yeah, they were
Well,
nervous.
because you're a
It was
celebrity,
funny.
Bobby. That's just face it.
It was funny.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
Let me pick
You know,
a different.
yeah,
I'll go.
I
to
get
this.
that way when I'm in the presence of celebrities.
Oh, I'll tell you the other one. Guys got to check this girl out.
Okay, Aaron. Which one?
This is Tanya. You got to check out
Tanya,
this girl's
I'm a subscriber to Tanya.
Yeah, but I mean, for everybody that isn't, to listen
no, I
to
know,
her
I
sing.
know.
Oh my god!
This one here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe. I mean, what the heck? It doesn't. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I still think a lot of people think that, if I subscribe, they're going to charge me 99 cents or something. If you become a member, which I'm going to have to do something because I'm at 20 now. I forgot. Just reminded myself. Anyway, just to subscribe to a channel doesn't cost you anything, and you can unsubscribe at any time. But it helps a person move up a little bit, So
It
sorry,
took me
I was
forever to
having
find her. Finally
auto
found her.
type is mine too, Aaron.
I'm subscribed to a lot of channels because I post their links, so it's easy for me to find them that way. But
I do
been,
too. This is
quite
Yenny and
lazy
Maria here.
recently and haven't put them on my cheat sheet.
Well, I have them on my cheat sheet, but there's so friggin' many of them now. It's like got to keep scrolling through.
And I'm subscribed to Yenny also. So, yeah. And full notifications.
You know what I like about the longer live streams? You want to know what I
that's
like
why I
the
never
most?
sleep.
You want to know why, Mitch? Do you want to know what the main reason that I like long live streams?
Why?
Can you guess? The main reason is
Your beard
the
grows.
trolls have to watch the whole live stream to see if I said anything about them. That's what I like. I like, that's what I
And
like.
whoever it was that was lurking on mine for 4.5 hours last week, and it was 5 hours and 10 minutes the week before. Whoever had to lurk around for that, they
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. That's the way it
Did
should
you
be.
put up Franceschi?
Hey.
Did what
Mitch,
about
did you put up
Franceschi?
Franceschi?
Yeah, put it up. Put it up.
I don't think they have. I'd seen Verna.
No, I haven't put up Franceschi.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't see.
But yeah, that's I'll give them a lot of credit because I can only handle about 10 minutes a year.
Again,
that's
main
why
ones
mine
that
are only 1 minute. By the time they're ready to tap out, it's over. It's like, oh my god, what? It's over. Oh, okay. Thumbs down.
Yeah, I find it. I find it funny. I find it funny that some of them call me a troll. So it's or the troll channel.
That's
So
both of
it
those,
cracks me.
Franceschi
Yeah,
and Cheryl. It's the same one. Cheryl is Franceschi's channel.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Oh, okay. You put both of them up there. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one.
Yeah,
They're
she's a
one and the
character
same.
too. She's a real character and also
I'll have to
single.
check that out. Well, I haven't. Let me see if I'm. Because sometime I'm not subscribed, and I'm not subscribed to Cheryl's lifestyle. So let me do
Just
that,
tell her I sent you.
and let me go back to.
Yeah, I watch when I can. A lot of times when people are live, I don't engage.
I
Oh my
wasn't
God,
subscribed
Mitch,
to
you,
his
what was it,
website.
like 2 o'clock in the morning when you were on this morning?
Yeah, I was up at Dark 30 this morning. I
Oh,
didn't
you're
want to
crazy.
say I was watching from almost the beginning of Foz, and then I saw you come on, and I thought, God dang it, I just felt like I wanted to say hi, so I said hi, and then yeah,
I kind of check in and out and see if ET is still there or if he's fallen asleep or something. Because if I don't see him make a comment in a while, then I
yeah,
go on there and I just hang out
I haven't
to
seen
make
ET in
sure.
a while. Where's ET at? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he may have pulled out already too.
Yeah.
He probably
Tell
did.
you,
Now
yeah.
I
So
just
did.
I'll show.
friends at
Talking about that, I'm gonna do a quick lesson on StreamYard to that one individual we were talking about earlier, and then yeah,
All right.
I'll message Dave and get Dave to send me a link so we can actually sign into it together.
Yeah,
Boom.
sure, I can do that. No problem.
That'd be great.
All
And
right,
then
preview.
she'll want to come on Dave's one day
Cool.
too.
Okay, cool. Yeah. By any means, I'll help whatever I can do.
She's
Um.
she's fun. Talking about Fa, she's fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
guys want to make me a moderator on hers, because I'm around all the time checking on her anyhow, I just can't do anything about it.
She needs a.
It's
She
easier
needs. She
for me to
probably
check
needs
the
another good
channel.
one. She needs
It's
another
easier
good
for me
one.
to check the channels that are lurking around if I'm on moderator on it, but otherwise I got to
It's
copy and paste. And
yeah, it's good to have coverage worldwide
Yeah.
yeah,
because the trolls have no borders.
yeah.
No, they've been. I haven't. Have we gotten any trolls? I haven't seen any in a while.
Not
Actually, in
for
the
a couple
channel,
of
they've been
days.
trolling me on other stuff, but I haven't seen anything on the channel.
Now I think what
They,
they're doing now is they're attacking you through their channel community pages.
yes, exactly,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
and, it's
You've
amazing.
just
Wow.
been one, have you, Mark?
How's it
No,
feel,
I got a
Dave?
question. Because
Sure.
I'm not part of. I haven't got time for YouTube at the moment. Tell me, are there still YouTubers based out of Rayong province, or have they all sort of gone back up their own anuses and exploded?
No. Two of them I still know. One, yeah,
Uh,
two I think are still there. I think they're still there, hanging on.
yeah. Really?
One of them has his channel just basically beating up people, and the other one's trying to buy subs and likes and views to stay alive. But otherwise, they're still there.
So
Oh,
one
that's too
went
bad.
because he went cooking for a little while, so he's dropped that and gone back to beating up people.
Yeah. From what I understand, because I get, what happens with that particular instance is I've got 2 or 3 people that watch other channels, and then they'll send me emails or whatever saying, oh, so and so is talking about you or doing this or said this or printed this on their community page or whatever, and then I'll usually go and check it. But the one you're talking about, he did, I think, trying to change his persona, I guess you would talk.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's possible. He's burned quite a few people, so he's not quite. From what I've seen, he's not quite as nasty as I remember, even as much as
But
6 months ago.
the other one's still in Rayong. He hasn't gone back to where was it?
No,
Kansas. He
no.
hasn't gone back to Kansas yet.
No, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah, it's
I follow
amazing. Maybe they
Tom.
don't want him there.
Thailand
Boris
Digital
is-
Nomad.
No, Tom's all right.
Yeah, I haven't
follow
seen Tom today. Is
There's,
Tom here? Is he lurking?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
was in
busy
and out.
today.
Are you lurking? He was here earlier, right? Tom? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only decent vlogger in Rayong.
Well, I might buy a condo there. Mitch is contemplating a whole building. He said he would give me a condo if I would
It's-
find
it's
somebody
not-
to marry one of his sisters.
It's
Is what the
not
deal
really
was.
It's not
If I
really
find
the whole
somebody
building.
to marry one of Mitch's
We're
sisters,
stretching it there. It's not the whole building.
he
It's a
would give
wing.
me he would give me a condo.
There's
So
four
I have to find
units
somebody
in
to-
it, which I already own one. I've owned one for 14 years.
I'll tell you what, it's a
and
nice area.
Hadn't set foot in it in 12.
See?
But
we don't chat.
a Canadian couple
Well, thanks for chatting on mine, Aaron.
decided to pull the
Glad
plug
to
and
have
went
you
back
back,
to Canada, and I decided I might as well stay there a while.
Okay, 2 hours and 54 minutes. I think at the 3-hour mark, I'm done.
I'm getting hungry. I'm polished off a bag full of nuts.
Yeah, I had a great lunch with
Who'd you have
Thailand
lunch
Digital
with?
Nomad
Okay.
on Friday at Peaky Blinders, and 30 and a Wake Up Kevin.
That Tom is all over
Hello,
other people's
Richard.
channel too. Get out of here.
Hey, Richard.
Richard.
Richard, how you doing?
Yeah.
That has got. Is that
And-
bull? I'm
Hi,
going to call
Richard's mom.
bullshit on that. Is that bullshit or is it really Richard?
I
That's
don't know.
really
We gotta
Richard.
see.
That's really
Is it really
Richard.
Richard?
That's
Hello,
really
Richard's
Richard.
mom.
Great.
I hope
to
you're
see you.
well. I hope everybody's well. I hope you are, Richard. One of my favorite people, and I never
Yep.
got to meet him yet.
Truly mine, and haven't met him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorely
we
miss.
will. Hopefully,
miss
we
my
will.
friend.
And there's Tommy saying hello. Richard, you got so many people that like you. I hope you're. I hope you can. I know you have your reasons, but I hope you get to do something again. It was fun interacting with you, most definitely. But I
Richard,
miss you.
because you stopped
Yeah, I
posting,
miss you too, brother.
doing stuff on Thailand, I came back to Australia because there was nothing for me in Thailand because you weren't telling me about it. So now I'm back in Australia, mate.
Here,
It's all your fault.
I'll give you something to copyright me on. There you go. Me and Brock will fly our colors.
Fly your colors.
Miss you
There
too,
you
brother.
go.
Hopefully you do. I know you have your reasons. So
He still has
hang
great
on.
content up
there we go.
that can still be
Yeah, he
watched.
does. I just recently went.
I mean, there's still boom. There's his link right there. There's so much on there.
On what? On Richard's channel?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
Production
I
value,
know we're behind.
content.
You know, the only thing that kind of
care,
pisses
John.
me off, what pisses me off a
John.
little bit about Richard is he was only doing the female thing. I went ahead and had these breasts put on, and now I'm stuck with the breasts, and I'm not even considered female. I got all the hair here. I still got the other appendages, but I'm stuck
You
with
can
these.
take hormones, Dave.
Can I?
Yeah.
Richard's
Was
a
that
good
about
one.
making hormones? What?
You're a good one,
Mine
brother.
flex. They you can bounce them and
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think they're a C cup. I would consider them a C cup. My doctor told me they were a C cup. He
that
said, "Are
was
these
me.
for
Richard,
Richard?
yeah.
Is this to get on Richard's travel show?" And I said, "Yeah." He's going, "I've got a lot of people, a lot of guys getting breasts to try to get on that show." I never made it. I don't know about the rest of them, but I never quite made it. Yeah, I did. I shouldn't say that. I wasn't ever interviewed. I did a segment, I think, on new YouTubers, right, Richard? I think, and it was awesome. I had a good time, and we're having fun. I hope that you and your mom watch occasionally. It's always good to hear from you. Aaron just subbed. Good for you, Aaron. I don't know if you missed Richard travel, but good show. Hopefully he's going to do something again. But
I think he's still gaining subs, even though he's not on it, isn't he?
He's gaining more subs than me, I think.
I think he's got almost 10,000 on it now.
Yeah.
Spectacular,
He's got-
Dave. You have spectacular.
What's that?
You
I
have
have what?
spectacular breasts.
I do. Some of the best. And everybody talks about Mitch's, but do they give me any kind of credit? No. I don't hear anything. They'll go
So,
after
hey,
Mitch.
T's in the house.
Hey,
Again.
T. But we do have a lot of fun, Richard. Thank you, brother. And I hope your mom's watching.
If you want to pop into the after show, Richard, the link's there.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, good
I'm gonna
idea.
shut it down in 2 minutes. You can come on after I kill the live feed. I'll put it up there again too, in case you want to come on and say hi. Nothing will be recorded.
Yeah, only he
Raymond.
could tell us,
Night.
but I really truly think his sub count is still going up from when he
Well, it's
quit.
going up
It's
more than
nearly-
mine, I think. He got more than
It's
mine
nearly
since I
10,000.
started. It is. I don't know. Where's he at now? Close to 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys
Really?
aren't subscribed to Richard's channel, Try to subscribe to him so he can get him to 10,000.
See you
All right.
Wow.
59 and 25 seconds. Thanks, everybody. Aaron, E.T., Richard, if you want to come on, pop on afterwards.
See you, Robert. Take care.
Shut
Have
it
a
down.
good day.
Raymond, Robert Mack, everybody that's been on the talk. John, who
Bye, all.
else? John, Tommy
Got to be
J.
great to
he
see you if
probably
you got
will,
time,
too.
Richard.
But
On the
anyway,
Nice seeing you all
I
here.
will,
Buddy crap.
Take care, everyone.
and
Buddy mate.
I don't know who did this intro and outro for me, but I heard he's a real dick. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Excellent.
Have a good one.
Excellent
Catch you on
outro.
the next one.